The following is a Northern State podcasting production.
My favorite show. Oh, God, it's a rat-a-tat. Should I catch it? I kind of want to catch it. I don't have a rat-a-tat yet. He's so cute! Oh my God, shiny rat-a-tat is fucking adorable.
Welcome back to the Fairweather Friends podcast. As always, I am Veg, and on my left, Ricky Reyes. Damian Lillard. Dame. Good day to be Dame. Fuck, man. I mean, big game winner, but they were up 3-1 anyway.
Man dropped a 50 burger.
Oh, I didn't know you got 50. All I saw was the game-winning shot. Yeah, like I said,
wave goodbye?
Yeah, I saw the wave, the video of the wave. That was good. Before we introduce our friend for this episode, I've gotten better at not saying guest, finally.
I can do both.
Well, hopefully everyone's both, but it doesn't always work out that way. Updates, missed play, I got another $10 gift card, halfway to a one after that. So when I get those two, we can finally get at least one mic stand in here without paying any money. Got a new phone. We got
good selfies.
Yeah, we got to start doing some more live videos when we're out doing random stuff. Like we went bowling last Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we didn't go live, did we?
We could have gone live for like 5 minutes.
Probably best that we didn't.
Yeah, some of our group were a little drunk. Although we're not really shy about the fact that we drink. Half the time we're drinking on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people call me Drinking McPots as well.
Drinking McPots.
Drinking McShots or something stupid like that.
Representing Ranier.
Yeah, oh, of course, my whole life.
I was just gonna swoop a 6-pack, but I didn't. I got lazy and went outside and skated instead.
Yeah. Oh, it's so nice out there.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. My room was all cold. I don't know why. And then I got outside and it was warm. I was like, oh shit.
It's nice.
I actually had a sweatshirt on. I was like, oh, this is not gonna work. Any other updates for you? I don't really got much.
No.
Work's going fine. We finally got some new people, so maybe I'll start to get to train on something else and make more money.
I seen some nerdy kid come in. I figured it was one of the kids that you're talking about, or the kid that couldn't handle the bundle cut.
Robert? I don't think he would have been coming into Wooly. He was nerdy, and he was he had a Pacific Woodtech sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Was not one of the new people then. I don't know. Could have been anyone.
He looked pretty. Yeah, like he knew the guy that you were talking about.
Maybe. I don't know why he would have gone into Wooly, but it could have been. He definitely looks nerdy, so it could be that guy. I don't know. You got any other updates?
Lord was just here. What about you?
My friend says he might not be hearing sound on the stream.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
God damn it. We had issue with that last time where the sound like cut out halfway through.
Does it tell your input on there?
Tell what?
Your mic input.
No. It doesn't show anything like that. Just participants and stuff. That's all right. We all look really good.
That's all that matters, right?
On the grainy...
Kyle Adams.
Yeah.
On the grainy webcam.
It's only 2003 in here, guys. Don't worry.
This is an American Pie and audio situation.
I don't know why that would be audio. It's going through to Audacity. And if not, I really got to learn how to delete YouTube videos.
Maybe that's why. YouTube videos usually work, though, don't they?
Well, I don't know. I know the last one cut out, but our Audacity cut out too, so I figured it was something with the mixer.
Yeah,
but
simultaneously.
This time the mixer is clearly working because we're getting recording on Audacity. So I don't know. At least that means we had a viewer. We have 2. You guys can chat on the thing if you want also. I guess we'll just... oh, here it goes. They did. Will be 92. Howdy, gents. I got no sound. Damn. You can't hear me, but I said damn.
I think that's my guy.
We expected the bump from Bunky. It was clearly the wrong guy to be expecting that from.
But like you said, Lori was just here. Sadly, she had to go back home.
Canada.
Pay the bills and all that good nonsense. Yep, we're getting no sound. So I'm going to end the stream. We'll try starting it again and
thumbs down.
See if it works. We actually had 3 people. Oh, well, Ricky was number 3. I guess that doesn't really count.
No.
Well, might as well get on to introducing our friend.
Our friend of the day is Mr. Adam Nelms, a.k.a. What's your AKA?
Oh, Smoking McPot 7. Twitch TV.
There we go.
The 7's important. I don't know what it is. Everyone's like, oh, you're the 7th one. No, but I could have picked Smoking McPots.
That's legit.
But when I was just like, I really like the number 7. I was fucking 16. I was like, fuck it.
I always put 85 after me, or 24.
Yeah, people always assume if you have a number after it's because you couldn't get, and you kept trying until you found one that worked.
I still can pick it too. It's always available, but I'm always like, the 7's part of the brand. You know? I like it.
That's
because
crazy.
one of my logos is an S and a 7. It looks super cool.
Nice.
That's,
Brandon,
yeah, well, yeah.
get the business on your
But
butt.
yeah.
And then I always introduce everyone as our friends, because everyone is our friends, but
They will be
you
done,
obviously started out as Ricky's friend
Oh, yeah.
until you showed up today.
Yeah. I always like to make new friends, that's of course.
Um,
My whole thing.
so how did you guys meet? And
Well, I work with his roommate.
So how did you guys,
Hey, we fixed it.
Is that sound?
Yep, I started a new one. Okay,
Alright,
I'll share the new one. Yeah, you guys met through.
Domino's.
Ricky hired me at Domino's, actually. He was the
I was the manager at the
he
time.
was the guy that hired me.
It's a common theme on this
Yeah, and then,
podcast.
before I started, we went and skated.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, he was like, oh, we're going to go skate with Ricky. And I was like, oh, the guy that hired me? Great.
No, that's tight. You're a good player.
Oh, God. I mean, yeah, of course. I fucking hated that place with burning passion.
I think we all did.
Yeah, so it's a common theme on the show because I was the manager who hired Ricky.
Oh, yeah.
And we've had other guests on who we've worked with at Domino's.
Yeah.
Yeah. hella people.
Will was always like, when can I put you in manager training? Like, never, bro. I mean, 'cause-
Driving was where it's at. If you're going to be there, just drive.
Drive,
yeah,
chill.
that's because that's
Weekends
all.
and
I mean,
peak
you can make
hours.
Some dang tips.
Yeah, you could, especially during football season.
Yeah.
So if you don't care about football,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
just like, fuck
Just
yeah.
flying around. I'll work during the Super Bowl. Hell yeah.
In Seattle, because I worked in Seattle for a few years, the Capitol Hill store was the busiest store in Washington.
Oh yeah.
They had a few drivers. There was at least one that I know of. He told me he literally would make enough on Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He rented a car
Fuck.
to drive for the weekend
Holy damn. That,
and made enough to
yeah.
overcome that and make good profits. They had
Yeah.
drivers there that would just make a shit ton because they take like 5-6 deliveries at a time. A lot of times during peak hours because they're all just in apartments a few blocks
Yeah.
away.
It's not as spread out as in a small town where you take like a half an hour delivery.
Which it's not supposed to. Domino's 9-minute delivery area is bullshit.
Oh, dude, I'd take like when you'd go out on what like the grip road or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking a long way back every time.
Not me, man. If I'm there, I was like, I'm getting back and getting another delivery.
Oh man, it'd be like.
But if
I
you knew
don't
it was
know.
going to be dead, then maybe not.
I don't know what it was about
I'd just be chilling.
when it was slammed in that place, man. Those people were losing their minds, bro. Like, I'd come in, pizza's falling out of the oven. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Like, I work in a kitchen by myself at my job, and I get just as busy, and I'm doing it all by myself. And if it gets slow, I mean, like, some people are gonna wait for their food. So I can
Did you post a new link?
Yeah, Facebook. Put take 2. Yeah, no, that's why I think I was a good manager at Domino's and Ricky the same way because we don't visibly
Ricky, yeah.
stress out. Like we're very calm, laid back people,
Yeah.
and so I feel like we have a calming effect on the people around us too when we're in charge. And we're just like, hey, just chill, just make pizzas.
Oh yeah.
I'll
for
take
sure.
pizza out of the oven. You can't do it any more than you can only do so much.
Yeah.
You just have to accept
I
that.
hated when they yell at you for putting. Someone would be like, "Oh, you can't stack pizzas on the cutting thing." I'm just like, "Do you want me to stack them on the ground?" Like, because I will.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry, I have one pizza on the cutting tray, I'm cutting it. That one falling out right now. I just gotta let it fall, bro.
Oh yeah, pull it out because it's supposed to be cut. It's supposed to be in the box, cut in like 15 seconds
Yeah.
or some crap.
Bro, like
It wasn't
15 seconds or
impossible, but-
whatever. When there's 4 pizzas literally like fall like at the edge of the tray or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those
Well,
things where you just have to know, like, either we get more people in here, or we just accept that we're gonna
Yeah,
have
exactly.
shitty service numbers today, and
I mean,
well.
And who can't cut a pizza? It's my whole thing. Like,
Yeah, you can't throw some wings in a box.
no, like when I got there, it was like Danielle or whatever. It was just like, you worked at a pizza place before? Because I like cut the pizza hella quick, and I was like, no, but I've cut a pizza before.
I was like, bitch, I have a pizza.
Yeah, you ever eat pizza like at home?
You ever
Like,
go
come
to Pop
on.
Murphy's? Come on, dog.
My first manager did give me good advice on it, though, actually, because a lot of people don't cut so quick. They actually don't cut all the way through the pizza. They basically just make a nice line
Yeah.
on it.
Oh
which
yeah.
Nothing pisses you off more when you
Oh,
get.
I've got
get pizza at home and you-
it's not
yeah.
But if you lift your elbow, it creates more down pressure and it actually cuts through without any more extra effort.
Oh, I I kind of do that
Or, you know,
anyways. I've broken a lot of bones, so like when I do stuff like that, my arm kind of
Yeah, with
sticks
your
out
elbow
like
up,
that
it just
anyway.
creates that extra down pressure straight on top of the pizza, so it actually cuts through, and so you just like sliding across the top.
Yeah.
I went and did a shift after I broke my elbow at Domino's. And I had to go to work. It lasted like 3 hours, and I called it.
Oh god. But yeah, that place. When Ricky was working there, it was chill. I didn't hate it. But when Ricky moved down, I was like, all right, I don't know how I like about change too much, you know. Like, but Corey came and he was pretty cool. Like, he was like the worst boss in the world, you know, just letting like everyone go all the time and just messing around, doing nonsense. And then like during that time, Brad and I had become pretty good friends.
Walden,
Yeah, like him and I bonded quite a bit.
Shout out, Brad. He's watching.
episode like 18 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but and so when he became manager, like I just respected Brad at that point. So I was like, I'm not gonna, because I had planned on quitting when Corey was leaving. So I was like, all right, I'm done. But Brad's like, I'm gonna be GM, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm not gonna fucking leave you high and dry, bro. I'm gonna fucking stay and like work with you. And like, so him and I would close it all the time.
Yeah, the whole having friends work for you is it goes one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either they're like, well, I'm not gonna fuck you over,
Yeah.
or they're like, oh, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. Like,
I don't think I knew that Brad ended up as the GM for a while.
Yeah, he
It
was.
was for a hot minute. Yeah.
I'm not sure I was aware of that. It's
And
nice.
then some other dude came along, and I was like, oh, I was like, I'm out, bro.
I can't
I
even.
walked in, Brian standing there, and I'm like, hey, is Taylor here? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, he is. He's like, I'm not going to let you back there. I know what you're doing here right now. You can't.
Brad drove there while I was there for a while. That was when him and Strutzel left Cascade Pizza,
and
came Domino's. But I don't think I hired him. I don't even remember. I can't even keep track of who I hired and who I just worked with there.
It was Carrie.
Okay, so I hired Carrie for that. I hired Matt, Carrie, Blair, Skylar. I think I hired for a while.
I remember
I
that.
think Carrie's GM while I was there for a little bit.
There's at least 5 people. It was 5 or 6 that I know of that I hired and trained as managers at stores I worked at that ended up as GMs.
It wrecked my car, dude. That's all I know.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's had it too.
Huh?
The Passat.
The Passat, oh, it's dead,
I
buddy.
know.
It's a long gone.
It's long gone, but that was a tight car.
I put my
Oh,
car into a guardrail delivering for Domino's.
Oh shit! You know
Slid
that
around the
little
corner.
that fucking yellow brick thing right outside the door that people put their cigarette butts in. I fucking crashed into that at one point.
Oh yeah, the dump. Yeah, I don't even know
Like
what
because
the
I was
hell.
pulling because Brad was so I thought I was in the second spot. Because Brad was parked next to me, so I swung out wide. Thinking but he was cut short, you know. So I was in the first spot. So I I was just I was busy and I just swung out and I just slam. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, Brad's little Focus fit right.
Right there, dude.
Yeah.
Every time, yeah.
Thing finally died. Did he fix that?
No, it died.
It's
Died
like
on the
dead,
freeway.
dead. I know. I never heard if he got it fixed after he got it towed out of there
Damn,
on the freeway back from.
dude, dying on the freeway is the worst thing.
I had a flat one time. I got stuck in Everett.
God,
Like,
man.
as soon as we got out of the car, there's like a heroin needle on the side. It's
You
sweet.
classic.
I had my car die on the pass, Snoqualmie Pass.
That's probably one of the worst places to do it.
Engine blew. Yeah, it was great.
Oh fuck yeah! Just overheating the fuck up there.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah. That'll kill it. I drive a '94 Ford Ranger at this point. I ain't taking it anywhere rough. I get scared driving on the freeway.
That's why whenever I still worked at Domino's and I got the Honda, I was just like, I can't drive. I'm
Yeah.
gonna ruin my car.
Yeah, I drove my WRX for a while in Seattle. It was pretty fun.
That'd probably be fun.
Hey, Kevin's rocking that fucking new Forester. He got probably having a goddamn blast.
Looking like a boss.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Domino's car?
Did someone get it? Did we get one?
They brought it down from Suzhou. They brought it down and they left it in Mount Vernon for 3 weeks. They drove it the entire 3 weeks.
Oh no,
It worked like as much as
I don't
possible.
think I was there at that point.
Everybody's like, "Well, you don't get mileage." It's like, I fucking get to drive this thing.
Yeah, why would you need mileage? You're not
Yeah,
Wasn't
using
the
any of your
mileage
own
some
gas.
scam or some shit?
Yeah, that was a scam in the end anyway.
some shit or something.
Did you join the lot? They had a.
No, I never got the.
I didn't.
I never changed my address when I moved. Shout out to the government out there in the U.S. Postal Service, but yeah. So if I did get my letter, I never got it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Some people.
Well, I don't change
made
mine
out
either, but
bandits.
mine just always says my mom's house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
No matter where I move, I get my mail. Just
Nice.
a
I'm gonna
delay.
say I'm lazy. That's
Me
what
too.
I'm gonna do. Well, my parents move a lot too, so I can't ever put their houses.
Oh,
or
okay.
anything, yeah.
Yeah, my parents don't move, so
My dad likes to use my houses for his mail and shit, but that's cool.
established that he lives there.
I don't know what it is.
We were gonna do that in Idaho to get in-state tuition for University of Idaho, but then
You should have.
I transferred to Wazoo. That's true. And we could have gambled. I don't know if Idaho does or not, but yeah,
But I think Washington.
they need to federally regulate that. Gambling should be legal online everywhere, not state by state.
What state is it? Is it illegal in our state?
Yeah, no online gambling in Washington.
Alright, I never gamble online anyway, so it makes sense.
We were just coming up when the poker boom hit.
I played a lot of free, and I did
some time
some actual online before they made it illegal. Blair did more than me, but today's a big day. And I think our listeners probably assume I'm going to say the NFL draft. Fuck that! It's Avengers Endgame day.
That's a thing.
Which the NFL draft?
Yeah.
Yeah, your team gets new players. It's exciting.
Yay.
They literally,
sports.
it's a big enough thing that they have it spread out over 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
The NFL draft,
Huh.
and it's on TV for all 3.
I usually sim pass it on Madden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell no. I've never done one of those things where you spend a long time like building your team and going through like trades and
I
stuff.
love like making my own characters in games. So like when it comes to like sports games, I love like making like I'll make like a quarterback for the Jaguars and take them all away.
Nice.
Well, since we're talking about games, actually, we'll push Endgame back a little bit and talk about the fact that you stream you playing video games on Twitch.
Talk about my streaming career. That's pretty fun. I've gotten in this since January is when I really kind of hit my like groove. I started like I stream variety games, so like whatever I feel like streaming.
I was gonna say, like, what game do you play?
So it's really hard to when you're a variety streamer to compete against like solid streamers, say like like the big names like Ninja and all them who stream like Fortnite religiously.
Yeah.
And like but that's like I'm I just like to play games and I like to talk just a shit ton. So like I figured why not stream it.
Are you talking shit to people while you play?
Oh, when I play online games, yeah, that's what I do. It's like one of my things. I just like because nothing really like bothers me too much of what other people can say. Like,
well, I feel like at this point, the whole gaming troll thing is so well known. It's like you can't take. Everyone is just trying to get on your skin.
When I found out that was a thing, I was like, "There's a word for it." Oh my god, yes, because that's what I've been doing my whole life ever since. I mean, we grew up in the age of like early like Halo 2. When we were kids, being those little squeakers talking shit to like the few adults that were playing it.
Yeah, so I feel like if anyone gets upset at someone talking shit online, you'd be like, "What are you, the dumbest person in the world?" If you go online, people are gonna talk shit to you.
I've got a fun story about that in here in a second, but so like I do variety gaming. And it's usually like I do like competitive games. What got me into video games, like online games, was Halo. Obviously, and that's where Smoking Pots came from. I used to compete in Halo 3.
I love Halo 3.
Not good. I wasn't like we never won any competitions, but we do game battles and like me and my squad.
Nice.
Yeah. All shit.
I definitely played that one online.
And but that was like I like stopped going to school, and I just like I had like a girlfriend at the time who I got super into Halo because she'd come over and I'd be like, "Here, grab this controller, and I'm gonna shoot you and work on my shots and like my aiming and like I knew like controller schematic setups and bullshit and like just trying to like get into it. And then but now for but when I started streaming Pokemon, the new Pokemon game, and people.
No, wait, is that the like what's it called? Because they're the 2 new ones with like Eevee and Pikachu, right?
So Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu.
Okay.
So that's what I'm playing now because
I wanted to play it. I was pissed that it's exclusively
on the Switch. Well, I mean,
it makes sense. Obviously,
the Switch is a great console, man. I'm just putting it out there. I love that thing.
I just don't play games enough to be worth the investment, but that game
it's half portable. Shout out to Nintendo. If I can get a sponsor, it'd be great. But
we're happy. If somehow someone hears this from Nintendo and sponsors you,
that's
I'm all for it.
Right? Yeah,
I don't know how that would happen, but
always dream big.
Microsoft,
but
definitely not Sony though. Sony, you're listening.
So, so I don't have capability to stream my DSs, so I can't stream any of my handheld Pokemons, which I have all of them. So with the Switch one, that's a lot. I have a capture card that I can hook up to my computer.
Okay, I was going to ask how that works.
And
what time does it start? At 6.
It fucking so that like Xbox, PlayStation, another computer, it's just a way to capture like anything on a screen, and it's like $400 to do a handheld device. So
fun.
we'll wait on that. And
Yeah, because I've seen
Smash that
videos
donation button.
where people do that and they'll have like their phone
yeah,
up on
and
side by side.
I've set like a moderate quality standard at this point that's just below it.
We're starting low. We're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna set the handicap high.
I used to just do my stream on my PlayStation from my PlayStation with like the PlayStation camera on a couch with like a green screen wrapped around it and just like a shit ton of lamps.
That's pretty good though,
to
I think.
fucking light it up.
Did you
It
even
worked
get the
pretty
green
good.
screen thing?
Yeah. And now like my green screen hangs behind me and I have like the computer set up like dual screens and my fucking mic swaying over like in my face.
That's our next improvement we want to get for in here is the swinging mics.
Yeah.
'Cause we get a lot of noise from people bumping the stands and
I'm
shit,
sure,
and
yeah,
it screeches on the table.
Yeah,
And we're always talking during it, so I can't reduce the noise. I need to like make a recording of us doing that just for noise reduction purposes.
But yeah, when I started streaming Pokemon, that's where I hit like my biggest so far was 50 viewers at once, and that was all just from playing Pokemon. Just and the weirdest thing is that they're not kids; they're all like our age. Like I have a guy who's like 38, like a teen daughter, and like a 10-year-old daughter who just loves watching me play Pokemon.
That's it.
So like. And that's my favorite thing about streaming is I don't really want to like cater to children. It's like I want to be more of like an older audience.
So I got a friend, Mary, who has 2 little kids. We were roommates a while back, and then I've hung at our apartment, and her older boy, especially, he's 7, he loves watching those videos that are catered to kids. It's like playing Mario or playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
And these guys are so freaking cheesy and fake. And you can tell it's like someone who's like the dude who was like the actor on Blue's Clues, remember back in the day?
Steve,
like, you knew that guy didn't want to fucking be doing that.
Yeah,
but he's
sure.
like, kids are like the key to ratings.
Yeah, and that's like, and it's like my always idea in the music industry. If you want to make money in the music industry and do it easy, you make Christian music.
There you go.
Well, yeah, movies, it's kids too. Like animated movies always do the best.
Sense and Murder, baby.
South Park.
But and then like. Because, like, I'll fight your mom. I don't care. If you're, like, watching my stream, your mom's like, what the fuck are you watching? She wants to get on my stream and start talking shit, dude. I will fight your mom all the fucking way. I've done that on, like Fortnite. I've been, like, playing. This kid's, like, swearing hella because I'm just pissing him off. And his mom's, like, she's, like, yelling at me for swearing at her kid, and I just started swearing back at her, and I'm just like, you can't yell at me on the internet, lady. You've never played an online game before. This is how this works. Like, it's not my fault you're not paying attention to what your children are doing.
Yeah, parental guidance here.
It's like, bro, I was stuck to fucking AOL Kids Messenger as a kid, bro. Like, I wasn't allowed to go to the rest of the
Well, so what are you going to do as a parent? You're going to call up Cinemax because you caught your kid watching, skin flicks late at night? Like, it's not Cinemax's fault that your
parental
kid...
blocks exist for a reason, yeah.
Or just paying attention to what your kids are doing.
So, and that's what I always loved about Pokemon is that, like, it came out 20-something years ago, 23 years ago now, and that's, like, when I started playing it. And that's, like, when I compete, there's a Masters division. That's when if you started playing in 96 to 2000, you're in that division.
Oh, damn.
So, like, you don't play against kids, you play against people your age and stuff like that. Super
I played back then. Definitely never got to Masters level.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just the name of, like, and then, like, there's, like, juniors and like, all that stuff. But, and then I'll my 3 top viewed streams are Pokemon, Halo. This hacked version of Halo came out on the PC. And it was all of Halo 1 to 3 and all the maps online. It was just called Halo Online. Okay. And it was super fun. Like 343 supported it, but Microsoft's like, "Fuck you, bro." It's like, that's our shit. But it was all free. You didn't have to pay for anything.
Damn.
Because that's where copyright comes in. If you're making money on someone else's product, but if it's free, it's usually like a file sharing law. But now, and so now all Halo's coming out on PC, and that's gonna be my life. But and I tell everyone at the stream, I'm just like, when Halo comes out, that's gonna be my life, right? Like, I'm sorry, guys.
Well, so how do you promote the stream?
I have a Discord server that I do on, and then like Twitter and. There's like Twitter pages that you can like add to, but I'm really bad at promoting myself.
Yeah, we're pretty bad at it.
So like I just start stream. I just literally like 11 o'clock is like my limit. If I try to get on either before or at 11 is like when I go live. And
11 at night?
Yeah.
See, I can't even stay up that late anymore.
Yeah, I'm usually getting off work at that time.
Okay,
so,
that makes sense. Yeah, I used to be on that type of schedule. It was great. I actually liked it.
You and your 2 roommates do cross, right?
Yeah, so I play with Kevin and Jamie, Rugged Koala, and Butter Nudes, if anyone cares out there.
Butter Nudes?
Butter Nudes.
Nudes, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's better than Better Noons, but it is.
He's amazing at games, dude. He's like one of those kids who's just like fucking good at shit, dude.
Yeah,
he makes me and Kevin are like,
Yep,
me and Kevin are really technical, and we like, Kevin's like super technical, and then I'm like in Kevin's shadow, and then Jamie's just like I call him the young god or like the legend.
I feel like I have ADD. I can never put the time in to get really good at games.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Me neither. I get halfway good at a game, and then that's as far as
it just depends. Like, if the game can, like, if I can get interested enough in it, like, if it's good. Like, God of War, dude, I put that shit down. Or, like, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, that fucking rocked my world, dude.
Is it good? I always fear that the web, like, won't really work well. I don't know.
It's the best one so far. Hands down. Spider-Man 2 was the last good one. I guess web.
There's too many games that, like, I gave up on years ago because the technology really wasn't good enough to do it. And now they're probably really good.
I mean, we have, like, everyone in my house, we have, like, really expensive computers at this point. And, like, I've been just, like, they've got, like, real nice, like, towers and stuff, because they, like, but I just bought mine with, like, the bare minimum, and then I've been upgrading it over the past, like, 7 years.
That's definitely how I would have done it. I mean, that's how our operation's been here.
And, like, I love it, though. It's just, like, my little Frankenstein machine, and it fucking rocks. I love playing games and shit. But, like, I want to get the new From Software game. Sorry, Shadow Die Twice. It's like a samurai ninja epic feudal Japan bullshit. I don't know, fucking sick. And they make like Dark Souls, and I've always loved those games and shit.
I'm so lost now. Not really, but
yeah. Games, man.
That's why, like, Destiny. I really wanted to. Like, I played Destiny, the first one.
Oh, that one took my world.
And it was awesome, but then I really didn't have friends playing it online.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got to where, like, you got to missions where you had to do co-op shit, and I'd get matched up with random people.
I had got to a point where I had to go online and, like, essentially, like, Craigslist fucking ads. Like, someone play games with me.
Yeah, because anytime I'd get matched with people, they would just, like, they weren't really trying to complete, the mission. They were just, like, trying to get experience, credit, whatever.
I convinced my roommate to buy a PlayStation for Battlefront, but that was such a flop. But he bought the Destiny for PlayStation.
I did read about that Battlefront issues that people had.
The first one was such a flop, and then the second one was even more of like
the second one they had all these issues with experience, and it was going to take like millions of hours to be able to like get Luke Skywalker.
You could just pay for it.
That's the thing is they basically made it to where if you weren't paying money, you pretty much were going to be spending like an entire year just to try to get good characters.
It was like an absurd amount of money or an absurd amount of time or something like that. I don't remember the specifics.
Well, it was either. You had to choose, either to spend money,
which is just
on top of the $60 game, spend a bunch of money to get credits to like get the good characters.
The first one, though, whenever you're in space and you're playing. My friend had a 3D TV, so we just all take a bunch of dabs and just like,
that's sick. That's so awesome. But like classic Battlefront, you never beat that. Like those games are just fucking. Still to today, the replay value is insane. No, that's the toxicity of gaming. Isn't the people anymore? It's the developers. Like not the actual developers, but like the producing developers who like give the money out because they're all about microtransactions, and that's like where games are going. Like the new game Anthem that just came out is apparently just riddled with microtransactions. Of
course.
That's the one Corey was talking about. No. What was that? Shit, I already forgot.
It was Division, wasn't it?
Division, yeah.
I heard that's good though. I heard Jamie saying it's fucking fun as shit. So
I had bought it, but I've only put in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think the really good mobile games like Pokemon Go, Clash of Clans, things like that, they've kind of figured out how to do it without the million microtransactions. Clash of Clans has done a ton of upgrades, updates, and things.
An insanely profitable.
Yeah, I know they have a bunch of people. I heard like the guy who like was the top ranked guy was spending like over $5,000 a month.
Wow.
on it.
Yeah.
But because of that, it makes sort of other people they've created the game in a way now where you don't have to do that, and you can still, because I played it way a long time ago when it first started, and literally got to a point where it's like there's no way for me to accumulate enough resources to upgrade anything else. Like I'm going to get attacked too often. I can't earn enough fast enough.
You have to pay money.
Yeah, so I stopped, and then I got into it like a year later when somebody was playing it, and so I jumped back on it and continued. And it's like they've keeping upgrades where you can keep updating your base now
cool.
without spending money.
So they actually care about.
But if you want to be in the top, you can spend money and then compete, and they have tournaments and shit. So it's almost like 2 levels to it.
It's like I know a lot of people complain about that, and they're just like the whole pay to win like functionality of it, which I do hate. Is when you're just trying to play like a casual game, and then some douchebag comes in with fucking like all the shit you paid for, and like wrecks you. But like a lot of the times, those people are only playing competitive, and like how often are you personally going to be playing competitive? You know, even me being someone who really loves competitive play, like I watch like MLG like events and shit like that, but I never play competitive games. Like maybe when this new Pokemon comes out this fall, I'll get back into it. But
so did you ever do like a Smash Brothers? That was freaking.
I've done like local tournaments. That I'm not great at it though. I'm like nowhere near.
But yeah, they had tournaments nationwide for that game. That got crazy.
Smash Bros is such such a big following that like even like anyone can have like a Smash Bros tournament. Like someone's just like, oh, we've got like 100 just friends coming over to do a Smash Bros tournament. Everyone's putting in $15, bro. Winner wins the pot. And you're just like, fuck.
It's such a simple game.
The most we ever got was like 6 to play Madden. But it's still pretty good payday.
Yeah. Oh man, Madden's good. I'm only good at quarterback since, like I said, I always usually just make a quarterback character, and then so when it gets to me having to play the like defense or the rest of the team, I'm like, I don't understand this part.
I get too confident and I play safety, and then because I try to go for interceptions,
I love playing
and then get burned.
God, I'm always playing like the fucking whoever, like left tackle or some shit.
On defense, like a defensive end. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. That's really what
trying to just like hop the fucking gap.
It's probably what you should do. Yeah. Like let the guys in the backfield have to run around, let them control themselves.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
See them half the time.
I don't know what they're doing. Like when I
they get off the side of the screen.
I played like cornerback or some shit just because like I didn't want to play, and the coach was like, "You can be cornerback." I was like, "Sweet."
I was always too small for football.
Oh yeah.
I got taller later, but
I was small. That was the worst part. I got creamed constantly. I ended up like ruining my knee and shit, getting surgery and shit.
That's why I played soccer.
During practice.
Wasn't
even I have no like epics. Like some kid just couldn't pick me up.
I scored the winning touchdown, but I went down.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everyone carried me out. People were crying. I was the only one crying.
Nobody even remembered I was on the team.
Hell yeah.
We actually had that question a while back on like favorite video game of all time. Do you have one that you would say is your favorite of all time?
All right, hold on.
Like it doesn't mean it has to be the best game, but just the one that you have like the best feelings playing it.
My favorite personal game of all time. Fuck.
It's a tough question. I kind of sprung it.
Oh yeah.
For me, it was Modern Warfare, and that was purely because one, the guns were good enough that if you weren't great, you could still be good without aiming well.
Yeah.
and I had a lot of friends who were playing it, so it was fun to play because I always could get online and there was like at least 2 or 3 people playing.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to spend a million hours to get good at it. Whereas like the old one, like World at War, it drove me nuts because I'd miss a couple times and then I'm dead. Like because you got like single shot rifles.
Like I want to say like something is that, but I know I'm wrong because there's just like so many things.
There's no wrong answer. It's your favorite.
That's what I'm saying. No, wrong to my because I've said.
Oh, then remember
I've answered this
something
question
later.
so many times, but I don't know if I answered the same every time.
That's not important. Things change.
Let's see. My favorite game. I'm just gonna say it like let's just do Pokemon Crystal. My favorite game ever. I've played that game I probably put over 800 hours into that game over the past 20 years, like easily.
I didn't play that one. I've played, Original Red, and then after that, I really only played Pearl or whatever.
Platinum. That was actually during those games. That was their like third game. That was phenomenal. But my favorite game in the past 5 years, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man.
Damn.
Easily. I played this. I bought the DLCs. Like I fucking like.
I feel like I want to try it now. I
Thinking
want to
about that game.
try swinging around.
It's a PlayStation exclusive was the only problem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Find someone with a PlayStation.
Yeah, right. Dude, it's great though. Like it's so like.
It would be fun. Like if it actually works well, like swinging around on a web, it's gotta be hard to beat that.
It's and then they added like tricks, so they put a little Tony Hawk in there for you can like as you're like free falling, you can do little backflips and shit. And it's so responsive and nice. Like I never had a problem swinging like once.
This was almost too perfect because now we're back into superheroes,
yeah,
which gets us right back to Endgame.
Exactly.
So yeah, in the first one, Spider-Man got. What do they even call that? What are we calling that now? When you got
I've been calling it dusted.
dusted?
Yeah,
I've heard that a lot. Dusted. So I had phased popped in my head, but that's not right. I think phased, but they're
I
gone.
mean, they literally turned to dust.
And then, did you watch Captain Marvel?
Oh, I've seen it twice.
Ricky
I saw it
did
in
not.
Theaters twice. It was great.
I only watched the one time. It is interesting that they never once called her Captain Marvel the whole movie.
Yeah.
She got the name Marvel was the
That was the
lady
so
who
like a whole thing about it
trained her.
was
Not
that,
trained her, but
no one like it's not her name. Her name's not really Captain. It's like Spider Gwen. Spider Gwen's not really her name either. Like originally they called her Miss Marvel, and then but Captain Marvel was the original hero, and then he ended up having like his powers got transferred over to fucking what's her face. The name of Captain Marvel.
well, and in this
Brie
movie,
Larson.
yeah. Well, in this movie, Marvel was the chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
So they
essentially
came
did it the same, except they had their little spice to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So yeah, in this one, it was Marvel was the other person's people started.
They made it her like the Tesseract is what gave her power instead of like it being some Kree bullshit. But like just to keep it all connected to the Infinity Stones and everything. Like everything's based around like all these movies are based around the Infinity Stones.
But she still got her training from Kree, so
exactly. That's why they kept everything.
and
like,
then it
in
was
there.
a twist
Yeah.
instead of like,
And,
oh,
like,
you're
I
not
liked
really
it. Like
Kree.
I didn't really read a lot of Captain Marvel. Like I've read a lot of her like tie-in comics. Like
I mean, the only thing I really read was that she's like overpowered.
oh yeah, she's incredibly overpowered. But my opinion on that is that like so with this new Thor giving Ragnarok's events, Thor's awakened ability without the ability like having to have Mjolnir or anything like that causes his power level to bring. So he was like him and Hulk were pretty evenly matched. And now with this new ability, like if you watch Ragnarok, he was about to fucking KO Hulk right then and there. Then they had to fucking like
Stunned him or whatever.
I gave him a little which he's using electric powers bring whatever. We don't need to talk about that. But like
I love to go technicalities on shit like that.
But like and then when he gets this Stormbreaker, whatever the fuck it's called, his new axe, like his
I think it's gigantic too. They show it because I watched Infinity War today, and like when it goes into Thanos' chest, like Thanos is gigantic. He's like twice as tall as a normal human.
He's a good like 2 feet taller than everybody else.
And then like his daughter, he was like twice as tall as her, Gamora.
Yeah.
And then the axe goes into him, and it takes up his entire chest
it's a huge
and
axe.
like abdomen. Like holy shit.
In the I don't know. You're going to see the new movie anyway, so I'm ruining Captain Marvel for you as much as it's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, like, in the end credit scene of Captain Marvel, they're all like, because you have to see the pager from...
Yeah, they see the pager from when...
they're just, like, trying to
what's
keep
his
it
name?
going. Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, when he got dusted...
Yeah, when him and Robin get dusted.
Oh, yeah, Robin from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. When they get dusted, the saddest moment in the whole movie is fucking Robin, dude.
Yeah.
But they have the pager, and then
what the hell does this
they're like
mean?
keeping it charged, and then she's there all of a sudden.
Well, because they keep sending out. They don't know what his message was, but they made it to where they could keep sending it out.
Yeah,
They're like,
they
well,
wanted to keep it going. Like,
if Nick Fury sent this out, there's a reason. So let's do it till we get a response.
And everyone's got the biggest boner for Fury. I mean, that was my favorite part of Captain Marvel was the fact that Sam Jackson had like a whole role. Like he was like the whole movie.
Yeah, he didn't just pop in and out.
Yeah. He was like he was the co-star. Like it was great. And but so when
she just walks in.
Yeah, when he walks in, but like when Thor sizes her up in the preview of the trailer, and he brings the axe, he's in it. Thor's like really tall himself. He's like I'm assuming they're putting him around like 6'5", 6'7".
Yeah.
He's leaning against it without leaning. He's like holding it up to his chest. That's a big fucking axe, dude.
So, yeah, I haven't seen the trailer. I avoided the trailer. The end credit scene when she walks in.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. So the trailer, from what they've said, I've tried to not look into it too much, but you just hear things. They've only released the first information within the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Really?
Of the 3-hour movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be long. We were talking about whether it should have an intermission or not.
I know, that's what I had someone mention. Like, some of my work's like, if there's an intermission, you have to tell me. I was like, what is this, the 70s? You gotta go smoke?
I mean, Lord of the Rings in those
should be able to smoke in the movie.
Lord of the Rings
is stressful.
I saw all
and those
three.
were 3 to 320, and then the extended versions on DVD were 4 hours.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Hell no. I saw all those movies in theaters, like, when they came out. That was a fucking something. I don't know. We're like super young now, so who knows?
No, I saw them all in theaters. Saw at least the last one twice, but I left the like once they killed the army and like they have a half an hour of goodbyes. I told my stepdad, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm just gonna hang outside. Do you got any predictions for Endgame? Or things you would either predict or you want to see happen?
I don't know if I necessarily want to see anything happen. I hate like making what's that word? I'm trying to think of trying to get my hopes up about stuff and then you know, just getting let down. So I try to go in as like as fresh as possible.
Yeah, no, I definitely do. But I mean, there's always a few things. I guess with Endgame, I haven't really thought about it that much on like what I would want to. Like Lord of the Rings, there's all these things. I mean, not Lord of the Rings. Game of Thrones, there's all these things that we want to happen. Like we were talking about that. We do a Game of Thrones podcast. Me and a couple other friends. Ricky will be back. We're getting back there. But we do it on Monday nights, and he's usually working.
I'm very pro White Walker, so as soon as that war happens, let me know.
Well, that's supposed to be next episode. So if you're off next Monday, but you probably won't be, huh? Because you were this Monday.
Yeah.
But Clegane Bowl, if you watch Game of Thrones.
No, I don't.
Oh, so there's these two characters that are brothers, and they're two of the biggest people, like, literally on the planet.
Yeah.
And so the entire series, people have been rooting for them to fight each other. So, like, there's only 4 episodes out or left, and we're still holding out hope that they both will survive, like the White Walkers, and that then they will fight each other. Yeah, finally.
I got to where they killed Boromir. I was like watching it with my ex-girlfriend. They killed Boromir. I was like, all right. I mean, I've seen them kill Sean Bean enough in the world. I think that's good. But so my like main prediction for Endgame, since I've watched all of it, like within the last. So I saw Captain Marvel, like fucking watching everything. So
you rewatched everything?
I went through the chronological of everything.
Wow. I've thought about doing that.
I've watched a few of them again. Like, I watched Ragnarok last night. I might go watch Infinity War before, since I've seen it at 11.
Oh, I watched Infinity War this morning.
Yeah, you watched it this morning.
So after this, I might go, fucking watch that shit. But, so, how they filmed the first movie, they filmed it in a perspective that Thanos was the protagonist and that the Avengers were the antagonists. So Thanos is he's the villain of the movie, but they filmed it in a way that he's perceived as the good guy. So like,
he gets to explain his side.
Well, his story arc is like that's why we get a lot of like his steps into getting the Infinity Stones, and the Avengers are just doing like reaction stuff. Like all they're doing is just trying to react and do something around, like there's no planning.
I mean, their only proactive thing was taking Vision to Wakanda.
Exactly, yeah. And that was like a spur of the moment, like Captain America knew what to do, kind of because he's so fucking like valiant.
Well, he knew that they were the only ones with the technology to have any chance of taking the stone off. And
I feel like an army, they're apparently the only people with some kind of army capable of fighting an extraterrestrial threat. Like the U.S. Army's just trash. Yeah. The Wakandan army with their fucking badass like super spears and shit like that are just like killing and wrecking and shit. They're all like hand to hand combating these like extraterrestrial forces.
I mean, even their clothes have a.
Is it Vibranium?
Yeah, no, they have like the other tribe that had like the capes and they like their shields and shit like that. Yeah, like it's crazy. But like so my theory, and this is so with the comic books and the fact that I know that Tony Stark, so RBDJ and Chris Evans' contracts are up at this movie, so we know they're gonna do some kind of dramatic bullshit with those characters, obviously. And everyone, like my whole thing is that they're probably gonna pass the torch of Captain America onto either Bucky or Falcon, because in the comics that's what happens. But my idea, but they're doing their own thing, which is great. Like I hate people who compare and get mad that these movies are like, oh, that's not how it happened in the comics. Like, yeah, but they already happened in the comics. You want to read what happened in the comics? Read the fucking comics.
Yeah.
This is a movie. I'm not gonna pay fucking $20 to go see something I paid $3 to read. Like it's just a whole thing. But like, I honestly, this is my like prediction. I still think it's gonna happen. Is that Thanos? They're gonna release and I was listening to the Brad podcast on the way here, and you guys were talking about like Brad was giving his opinions on like how they're gonna go into the more like universal Marvel universe, so like space and shit that.
Oh yeah, what do they call that? Where Ant-Man is? So Ant-Man at the end of
that's the quantum realm. So like we have like the quantum realm, and then there's like hell is another realm, and there's like a bunch of other random bullshit. But like I think that there's going to be a greater threat. Thanos is going to so at the end, Thanos, Thor mortally wounds Thanos. He's sitting there on his fucking field, heavy breathing, I did it.
His little shack.
And he's all bleeding, that. You got fucking, Thor did some damage to him,
I gotta say though, pretty epic. You got an axe in your chest,
Yeah.
and you're like, should have aimed for my head.
Oh yeah. Thanos is a baller, but in the comics, Thanos has teamed up with the Avengers, and in my theory is that there's gonna be a greater threat comes along. We're gonna introduce the Celestials or something like that, which are the greater powers in the universe, and then we're gonna have Thanos is gonna be like, what have I done? And he's gonna be they're gonna have to do some stupid team up that
Kind of hope not, because Thanos was supposed to be that. They've had all these other fights that it turns out really he was kind of behind them, and now he was supposed to be the greater threat to be all right, gotta do it myself.
But that's because he didn't just. It's hard to grasp eliminating half the entire universe. When you see it on the Earth scale, you're like, oh yeah, half the Earth is gone, but that's
China probably celebrated.
Yeah,
we finally can walk down the streets.
But the entire universe, that's a lot of fucking people out there.
Then in the books he does it to impress Death, right?
Yeah, and then he gives Deadpool immortal life because Death likes Deadpool better, and then that's how Deadpool becomes immortal. We don't get that. We don't get that little Easter egg though.
God,
yet because the deal just went through. So but Endgame's done.
I know. I heard actually people.
Oh, so Deadpool can get.
Deadpool is owned by Marvel now. Officially at this point.
I thought they were
people
before.
were expecting.
Well, it's what is it like? It was a month ago that the deal officially went through. 100%, everything signed off. The fucking multi-billion-dollar deal or whatever.
Their streaming service is gonna be.
There's no way they're gonna introduce the X-Men in this movie.
That's what
Maybe
I said,
an end credit scene. I've heard rumors of Hugh Jackman on the set, but that
he's supposed to be done with Wolverine.
It'd be so
the guy who Hugh Jackman is quoted to say, "I will come back and do Wolverine if Marvel buys the rights and does it."
I didn't hear he said that.
Yeah, he was he's down to do it, but only if it's good. If they do another, if they do some crazy, not a Wolverine movie, but he's down to
they go backwards far enough for Logan doesn't happen.
Well, that was an uncanon version of just a goodbye Hugh Jackman movie.
It was a good movie though.
Yeah, it was one of the
Patrick
best.
Stewart,
It's one of the best rated X-Men movies to come out in the past 10 years.
It was kind of confirming that rated R superhero movies can exist.
There
is enough. There's enough of an audience for it.
Except Hellboy kind of ruined it because that one kind of bombed.
The new one?
Rated R?
The new one bombed?
The new one's rated R, yeah.
No, well, I mean, what's his face?
Perlman?
Yeah, Ron Perlman was still perfectly fine and capable of being Hellboy again. I still think he killed it in the first round.
I thought the first ones were good.
Dude, yeah.
But
he was good as a character. The movies themselves weren't great.
Yeah, that was but when a character to me can carry a movie so well that I don't care about the plot enough to be damn, he's such a bomb Hellboy. And I love Guillermo del Toro, the director.
Dude, he's sick.
Favorites. But fucking I really think that it's a 3-hour movie, bro. They've already so we have I just at the end of what's that fucking movie? At the end of Guardians 2, we get the introduction to Adam Warlock, which is a really big fucking character in the Marvel universe. He goes from fucking everyone up to helping everyone out to becoming a watcher of the universe to all sorts of crazy things. He's really well paired off against Captain Marvel power wise. They're both pretty epically intense. But I still think my favorite thing is where's Captain Marvel been this whole time?
Yeah, because that was my first thing when I saw him page her. I was like, and then you see in Captain Marvel, she's like, only if it's an emergency.
Yeah.
I was like, was Avengers 1 not an emergency? There was a hole into space with an army of aliens invading.
The same army, by the way.
Which, so I like the theory, though, that he actually did page her and she just didn't respond.
That's probably a decent. He probably did. Oh, honestly, I don't think he did because Nick Fury has that thing where the whole Avengers initiative was his baby, so he was probably.
He was a little cocky with it.
Yeah, he was I bet they even when they were gonna nuke New York, he's no, dude, my team's got this shit.
He planted the cards on
the blood.
Yeah, Nick
those
Fury's
were in his locker.
Bastard. Yeah. just because they're superheroes doesn't mean they don't have like humanity, morality, and stuff like that. They still have psyches. Nick Fury doesn't care.
Greater good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
means to an end. Well, that seems like a good time for We Blowing Up, our reoccurring segment where we practice putting in a sponsor break.
What?
In case we ever... My confidence level on
Yeah,
it is going up.
He
For
used
when
to
we
say-
have sponsors.
Hey man, I've been trying to plug sponsors this whole time.
Hey.
Well, today with these issues with
I sponsored you
iTunes
guys.
and
Yeah.
Spotify. But yeah, so we put in a fake sponsor. And then,
We'll insert that here.
yeah, we just insert it. So we'll be right back. And we're going to play some Fan or Phony after this break. You know, guys, I haven't played video games in a really long time, but I keep hearing people talking about playing video games together, and there's so many fucking games. How the hell do you guys know what games to play? What are good?
I usually end up just playing Madden.
That's a good go-to. Madden, Call of Duty, but when I play those, no one's ever online. And I don't really like to sit and play a game by myself, especially Madden playing against the AI. Where should I go to see what games are good? Who does find out? You chime in, Adam.
Well, where I like to go is a beautiful website called twitch.tv.
Oh, is it .tv? It's not a .com?
No, it's a .tv. It's a,
Yeah, definitely.
That's good to know. They got an app, right?
yeah,
There's an
Yeah,
app for
yeah.
that?
there's an app for everything.
But then Twitch is just jerks playing games like PewDiePie and yelling
Yeah.
at people, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that all it is?
Yeah,
Pretty much?
yep. Jerks like me, smoking McPots.
Hi, I'm Smokey McFly.
But don't all the people on those just play the same like 3 games like Overwatch and
What else? League?
and
Is League still
Fortnite
big?
and
It's
League?
still big. The beauty about it is that there are hundreds of thousands of different games and people playing any type of game. You just think of the game you want to play. If it's new, old, go search it in the browser, and you'll see at least 1 or 2 people playing any game.
You can find a good community to chat with. You find a
All right, so just watch videos of other people playing, see if it looks good.
See if you like it, buy the
'Cause
game, don't buy the game.
Yeah, because games are way too expensive to
Oh.
buy them sight unseen, like not knowing what it is. It's like $60.
Yeah, you
It's
ready
the
to
minimum.
blindly drop $60 on a game?
I'm not ready to
Not
blind
anymore.
$60 on anything.
Yeah.
not of my money, of my parents' money, maybe.
No, that sounds good though. Yeah, I honestly just assumed it was a bunch of dicks like PewDiePie. That guy's gotten really annoying, and I don't even watch him. Just hearing his name makes me annoyed.
Yeah, I agree.
Who brought him up on this podcast?
I
Was it
did.
Hook? Well, I've been on a different
Oh,
one
okay,
too.
yeah.
I think Hook mentioned something about him.
Dude, I love PewDiePie. Man. It's
I was
great.
I've never watched him.
I
I
used
just
to
hear
hate
stuff
him.
once in a while
That's
with
what I
the
did
news.
because I used to hear shit. I'm like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And then YouTube suggested a video that was like him making fun of like dark web mystery boxes. He was like making fun of people who were like trying to play it off as real, and they're like pulling like Party City like scold like, what is this? And like so PewDiePie did it, and he just like made fun of him. Like so I was like, I was dying. Dude. That was so funny. And I was like, fuck, I'll give him a chance. He's literally just super dark humor, like funny, just, bro.
Not appropriate for kids. I think that's the biggest issue. Is like people
Yeah.
have been like suing him over things he
Yeah.
says being like offensive and
Yeah,
stuff. And it's like, well,
exactly.
don't let your kids watch them.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Parents have to have control on what their kids.
Remember the Cartman Bra episode?
I was gonna say, wasn't there a South Park episode
Yeah.
of PewDiePie?
That was when he was more. That was back in like early PewDiePie. when he
That's
was, like,
whenever I
more
first started
annoying
watching.
and stuff like that. Because he would do like, because before I cared about like that kind of like content, like because I do that now. Though. That's the thing. Like that's what I do. So like I didn't know that was a thing really. I didn't know you could do that. So I heard like when I saw the South Park, I was like, fuck that guy. And then like I started getting into it. I was like, you know what? Maybe that guy's pretty cool.
Because it was what Kyle's little brother who was
Yeah,
like obsessed
yeah.
with
Kyle didn't. Kyle's like, you want to play the game? He's like, no, I'm just
You're
gonna
just gonna
watch
watch this guy.
Yeah.
You're watching a guy play Minecraft or whatever.
Well, I mean, we're definitely gonna check out Twitch for putting our podcast on there. So
this. Yeah.
while we're on there, watch some videos.
Yeah, and
I'll
then
give
I
PewDiePie
could host
shout-outs.
you guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll go check out Smokey Mick
'Cause I
Pod
straight up
7.
can host you from my channel.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like so I'll be streaming, it'll be like I'm streaming from my channel, but it's just playing your feed.
There we go.
Interesting, yeah.
So all my viewers get a chance to just hop on in at any time.
That definitely sounds like a good...
Good cross pollination.
Yeah.
Oh, your fiance is still texting me. She's very proud of her episode with Darren. The YouTube video.
She just texted me, I didn't know we were filming, I'm mortified. And then she's like, wait, this is actually pretty good.
She didn't know we were filming the whole time? That's actually illegal. We broke the law in the state of Washington. Luckily, we didn't have her stripping or anything.
Oh, man.
But yeah, we have to check out Twitch for video games podcasts. It honestly sounds like
Chatting.
it's a better version of what YouTube was.
Meet some new people.
Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's in such a weird state right now. It's super weird. I don't know.
Because they're trying to get into the paid television
even
stuff.
PewDiePie left streaming YouTube, like, because he's the world's
the
biggest YouTuber. He's
yeah.
got 94 million subscribers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just for himself, and it's crazy. Like he's just like doesn't understand. I don't even think any people fucking realize that 90 million people watching YouTube right now.
That's
bro.
insane.
Like, but like there's like a new streaming website that's like putting him on the forefront because like he said the N-word on the live stream one day.
That's, I think, what it was. I think
Yeah.
Hook brought it up because he heard about that,
Yeah.
and I just kept going, PewDiePie, PewDiePie.
Yeah, like he said it in just like a real but I've seen a lot of people say the N-word on stream. It's a very popular montage video, and
People dropping N-bombs.
yeah, and a lot of them and how they handle it so bad too. They're like, oh well, people say that shit, man. So it's like, but PewDiePie was like, he knew he fucked up like within like milliseconds.
Well, that's the problem with streaming. You can't take
it's
it back.
exactly,
You
yeah,
can't
like,
edit
that's
it
the thing
out.
about
No taking it
streaming,
back.
yeah.
You're just explaining
So
it like,
he's just
it's something I say
I don't know
sometimes.
if he cut the feed then or anything, but like his apology video wasn't actually like in a real sense. Like if you watched YouTube apology videos,
Oh no.
I suggest getting into that. Like if you guys ever get into like a showing videos on the podcast, like that'll be a fun thing to do because
We should do that.
Yeah.
they're fucking terrible. People are so arrogant and douchey about it, dude. They're always just like, well, I actually did nothing wrong. They try to put all the blame on other people. It's like, bro, you fucking did that. Like, but PewDiePie is just like, he's like, I'm not apologizing. Like, he's like, I'm not gonna, no excuses. Like, I fucked up. Like, if you guys stop watching me, like, I wholeheartedly understand. Like,
Who was the dude who went to the woods where people commit suicide?
oh,
like,
fucking
I didn't even know.
Paul,
Logan
dude.
Paul. So yeah, there's
Fucking
been
hate that guy, but
it's
he's
not a
so
great
fucking
age
funny, dude. Have you
for,
seen any of his music videos, bro?
his music videos.
Oh god, him and his little brother make music videos like crazy. I mean, they're the worst.
Well, his little brother at least got onto like Disney. Like he's a legit.
Logan Paul's on Disney too. They fired him from the something. I don't know. He does a bunch of dumb
Whatever.
shit. Disney hired PewDiePie.
Wow.
Yeah, and then fired him for the whole the Nazi thing. That never happened.
I remember that.
That was it literally I tried watching the videos. It never happened. He never he has like a British soldier outfit he wears, and everyone's like, he wears a Nazi outfit, and like you can Google it. It's just like British like armed forces uniform and shit. It's just like the ignorance of people. Like I watched
And the power of just like people gathering.
Public opinion.
yeah, like kids react or like teens react, those like videos. One was Seinfeld, like if Seinfeld, like teens react to Seinfeld when they were talking about the soup Nazi, and they're like, wow, that's so insensitive. Blah. I was like, to Nazis? Are you talking about like you? Do you understand that we won that war and we're allowed to talk shit about Nazis? That's the whole point. Like,
He's criticizing him by calling him a Nazi.
yeah, like he's the
To be
soup.
clear.
They're like the soup Nazi, and they're just like.
He's a Nazi about soup, and it's
Yeah,
not about
like, it's
killing
not-
Jews.
Yeah, it's not about they're not
Communism.
like they're not like go Nazis. They're like it's a bad thing. Like Nazis are bad, and we're trying to make Nazis bad. So I'm trying to take the word back.
All right, so yeah, check out Twitch for video games and our apology videos that are soon to come.
Our apology videos?
Our
What are we
apology
apologizing for?
Just wait.
There's
Just
gonna
wait
be
for our
something.
Beautiful, look out for mine as well.
I'm just gonna start doing apology videos for things that happen in my everyday life that like nobody knew about. Like, hey, to that guy who I
That's your
didn't
stick.
hold the door open for because I didn't see you in time. Sorry, buddy. Hope you're okay.
That would be such a fun.
To those people that crop dusted earlier?
Yeah.
That was my bad.
All right, well, let's get back to the show. And we're back.
Wow, what great sponsors, guys.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to hear what we came up with and did. But yeah, so another bit we do, a segment we do is Fan or Phony, and you've already talked about it multiple times. Ricky was like, hey, he's down into Pokemon. So I looked up a Pokemon quiz.
Sweet. Okay, I want to do this.
We used to play Pokemon Go. Yeah, when it first came out.
Yeah, but it was fun.
It might make me
It's so fun.
put in all the answers before. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to go through the questions and then go back through the results on this one.
There we go.
Ricky, you got time to get the sound effects ready?
Fucking
Yeah, I
pass
was
the
going to
shit
ask
over
you,
here,
because,
so
I mean,
have to correct it. Let's do it.
you can be a fan of Pokemon, but, like, literally one generation.
Yeah.
Like, so you never know when someone says, oh, that person's a fan of Pokemon, or I'm a fan of Pokemon. It's like, okay, but
Most people will be like, I'm a fan of like the original one.
yeah, for me,
So,
it's the originals.
There's
I like,
817 of them right now, if you guys are wondering.
is how many?
817.
817, yeah. The first 151. I was a
Read
fan
that
of.
matter.
Those are the easy ones.
Yeah.
Like once you pass like 3rd gen, like you get in the
Well,
fuck-
especially when they started doing basically a new generation every year.
Yeah.
It's like, holy
It's
sh!
hard to keep track of. Like the last like 3 to me just really blend all together. Like Black and White for me was my least favorite of the game. So like those Pokemon, I'm like, wait, is that a new Pokemon? Like that's from Black and White. I'm like, hey, I knew that.
Just double check.
It's funny too, like as someone who liked the originals and went through it, and now I'll hear names of Pokemon from later generations. I'm like, what a stupid name! And I'm like,
I even looked on her, bro. Trust me.
they do, right? But you're like, why didn't we think about that about the originals? Like the
Yeah.
originals, that was like, oh, cool, yeah. Now they get creative, and you're like, you're just phoning it in.
Nostalgia factor. Like we were kids
Yeah.
too, so like it was just like a.
Like Ekans. Come on.
It was Snake backwards, right? It's the most creative. I honestly think that's the most creative one they've had.
We should have had his head on his butt then.
They have a Pokemon like that, I think.
Remember
Oh, that's
the
a
South
dumb
Park
question.
Chin Pokemon?
The what?
Chin Pokemon on South Park?
No, yeah, Chin Pokemon.
I got Shoe.
I got Chew. That's just that classic joke from like, the Peanuts, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I got chocolate. Oh, I got Pop Rocks. I got a rock.
I forgot that dude's name. He's the one who has like the dust around him all the time, right?
Oh, Pigpen. That's how I describe my dog. Because he's asking, he sheds all the time, so he's he's floating around.
Well, these are multiple choice, so I'll give you the multiple choice options because I have no idea how hard these are going to be.
When that's happening.
So when I looked up like Pokemon quizzes, it's like there's like websites full of Pokemon quizzes that people just made.
Yeah,
Like they go
that scares me.
on the website and they create the questions and like
Yeah.
answer. So who fucking knows? In the first season of Pokemon.
These are the type of questions.
Yeah, right. Well, for this one, I flipped through and there's no common theme to these questions.
Who
They're-
watches the shows? Come on.
I love
I've
the
watched
show.
the first season. The first season I've actually watched recently, so let's do this.
I've done that actually not recently, but a
Because
couple years ago.
Twitch plays them pretty frequently on. Like, it will, like me and my buddies will get together.
Have you noticed through like 5 episodes that Ash is actually kind of a dick?
No, Ash is the. Trust me, I have a lot to say on this. Ash is the worst Pokemon trainer in the fucking world.
He's terrible.
He's worst.
He only does a nice thing, like when he fights Brock.
Okay.
He only does a nice thing because Brock's brothers and sisters literally grab him and stop him.
Yeah.
And other people are like, hey, that's not really
Hey,
fair.
man, in the way of Pokemon, if you're Pokemon, like you knock that bitch out. I'm sorry,
The sprinklers came on.
Yeah.
It was a shit
His
show.
Brock shouldn't have sprinklers in his water gym, bro, or in his rock gym. It's not my fault.
But yeah, he constantly makes the wrong decisions,
Yeah,
and
Brock's-
things just work out.
They're all the worst, bro. They're all
None of his Pokemon ever evolve. Like, what is
well,
up
Ash,
with that?
like, I'm pretty sure he's had less than 100 Pokemon in his.
Yeah, he like never catches them. He'll get attacked in the wild,
He
and
gets,
he
like-
won't even catch the Pokemon. You're like, what are you
Or he
doing?
gives away his best ones. Like his Charizard. He gets a Pidgeot like right at
Well,
the end.
he
of
couldn't
the Pokemon
control his
League, and then he's like,
Charizard.
all right, goodbye, Pidgeot. It evolves, and then in that episode of it evolving, he's like, all right, peace out, bitch.
Well, it was Butterfree, the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, that one. By the way, everyone's gonna bring up Bye Bye Butterfree, bro. This is the saddest episode.
All right. Well, in the first season of Pokemon, what Pokemon did Ash see that was from Johto?
Oh,
All right. Why don't you go into the multiple choices?
yeah, the choices for that one.
That was one of them. So, what attack did Maze Beautifly, I didn't even know that's a
Oh
thing,
my God.
use to win the Master Class? Morning Sun, String Shot, Silver Wind, or Giga
I'm
Drain?
gonna say Silverwind.
I don't even know what the hell this means.
That's the third season. May
There's like 20.
when they got
it's
rid
crazy.
of Brock and Misty, May and Max were the new.
I watched one of the later seasons, and Ash's voice was different, and I was like, oh, I can't
Oh
do
God,
it. I
his
can't even
eyes
handle
are
it.
different. It's so weird watching it. And he's got a tan. He's a little more brown skinned than he was when he started out.
So he's probably better trainer.
World Traveler.
What is the biggest Pokemon? Rayquaza, Onix, Steelix, Wailord, or Gyarados?
So Waylord,
Oh yeah, that one I know from Pokemon Go.
fucking huge. Dude.
Wailmer evolves into Wailord.
It's a submarine Pokemon or shit like that, dude.
Oh yeah, this is a dumb question too. Which legendary bird is the ice flying type?
I'm gonna say Articuno.
Yeah.
What are my choices though?
Here's the problem. When I start knowing answers, we know it's not hard enough. All right. Why did Misty leave Ash and Brock?
Oh God, to be the gym leader of her gym, right?
Officially insulted her.
To become the gym leader in Cerulean City again is an option.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one because I don't know. I don't even care.
You want me to give you some other ones to make you second guess it?
Sure, whatever.
Just to make you second guess. She wanted to battle the Elite Four at the Indigo Plateau to sell ice cream and sell it on City.
Oh hell yeah! I'd buy ice cream from this year.
She thought that they were Team Rocket.
All right, that's the first one. Those are terrible choices. Come on.
And then and then she wanted to say hi to her sisters.
I mean,
wanted
the
to
first
say
and the
hi.
second one are the same question. I answer. I'm just not gonna lie. Or the first and the last one.
First and last
saying hi to your sisters and becoming the gym leader and going back to sell ice cream. She can't do all those. Come on.
Side
You can sell ice cream in the gym. I mean, the side profit.
Remember that ice cream shop in Anacortes? They got that mad boost.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Because it was right next to where they do the farmers market and had like
Yeah.
3 Pokestops.
That was the best spot.
We would hang out there like all day.
Yeah,
Plus, there was a few other
some,
ones,
like,
short walk away.
Skagit Valley, man, it was great.
The first 3 months where they had the one. What was the map called?
Oh, that whatever that map was.
Poke something or other.
Pokey Kevin knows exactly where everything is.
Yeah, let's go chasing that.
I was working in Seattle at the time,
Oh,
so shit everywhere, and we would like have it up on our second monitor at work, and then like, oh, I'm gonna go on a quick
take
little
this
break,
Yeah.
and go walk down and catch something good.
Yeah, Seattle, where it's at, dude.
We had there was a day of working where it was super sunny out. It was the first year that it was out,
Yeah.
like that summer, and
That's not-
so I like literally put in a request to leave early because like, we had like certain amount of hours, and it got approved at like 1 in the afternoon. So I walked down to the waterfront by like where the big wheel is and stuff,
Yeah.
and literally just walked up and down it catching Pokemon and like for like 2 hours just catch Pokemon. Then I'd sit and like at a Pokestop, and I did one of the lucky eggs,
Yeah.
and was just evolving Pokemon
Oh, yeah.
for like half an hour straight with a lucky egg and catching stuff.
God, I think I've had an egg in my hatcher for 2 years now.
Yeah, I just started putting them all in there because I don't play ever.
Yeah,
Actually, I finally deleted it.
I just don't ever go anywhere. Is my whole thing. Like in like where I live, it's just there's no stops or anything. I just live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we had nothing but our apartment. You know, we'd have that thing up, so like we'd go walk if there was something to catch.
Yeah.
Like we had like Snorlax.
So we'd have to go like down the road to get there was like one Pokestop, and we're just gonna sit there.
Also, we had a housing development.
Hang out there for a little couple hours.
We had a small housing development that had like 4 Pokestops.
Oh,
If you walked all the way like
Yeah.
around it.
We didn't have any stops, but we had like in our neighborhood in the far end, there was like a few spots where Pokemon would spawn. So we'd just be standing outside people's houses, and they're just like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're just like 2 grown ass men. "Oh, just play Pokemon, no big deal."
Well, if you went up to Bellingham, because when I moved back here, the first time I was back here, I'd play with my friend Kyle Hooker, and his now wife would come with us and just hang out and walk around Bellingham. It's summertime, and you would just end up with a huge group of people
Yeah.
because they'd all congregate for a raid, and then everyone would just kind of end up walking the same. They had like Discord, so people would like hear from somebody else, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there's a raid like half a mile that way near the church," and like, okay, and then you're just like. Walking along with people.
Stop letting us and just play Pokemon Go while I wasn't driving, and there's just a bunch of like kids. They're like kids, and they're like walking by, like probably like 16, and they're like looked at me like, "You play Pokemon Go?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Dude, there's a Bulbasaur at the fucking post office." I'm like, "What? Bulbasaur? Get the fuck in!" And they all hopped in my car, and I like whipped a bitch and drove to the post office. We all just got out. We were just sitting there catching
Oh, that's
Pokemon.
hilarious.
It was great.
I'm not gonna lie, we let someone in Hook's truck once because they added that feature where it'll show you if a Pokemon is near a Pokestop.
Yeah.
So it was like a Charizard. It was a weird day in Bellingham where they had like 30 evolved Pokemon,
Fuck.
which you never have.
That's great.
In the wild.
That's actually how I interact.
And it was over in Anacortes, and like, hey, we just had just come to get something, and he had came to the same spot, and he's like, oh shit, there's a Charizard. We're gonna drive over to it. He's like, "What, you want to jump in?" He's like, "Sure."
Yeah.
We already got a Charizard.
No, it's like what's that meme? It's like that first 3 weeks of Pokemon Go was like the closest we'll ever see to world peace or something like that.
Dude, it was.
And yet people were still angry, like, oh, everyone's playing this stupid game. Like, they're getting out, walking
Yeah, we're all
around.
just like communicating. Like, no one's like sitting there on their phones not talking to each other. It's like everyone rage groups from like all over, just like.
You could
It's like
see
the
it
most-
anywhere you want.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like the most social. Half
People
those people
discovering
went.
dead bodies and shit.
Yeah.
The FBI was getting their job done for them and shit. Come on.
I mean, some people were idiots and walking across the street without looking and
Oh,
shit,
God.
but that was a small fraction.
Yeah.
People around
It
there.
happens.
All right, back to the quiz.
Yeah.
What is the Pokemon Jasmine keeps with her?
Like it's Jasmine, the gym with the Elite Four and like 4th gen or some shit.
They don't give me that kind of information. She is a Steelix and Magnemite, Steelix Onyx and Magneton, Steelix Magneton and Magnemite, Steelix Magneton and Magneton, Steelix Magnemite and Magnemite.
Pokemon she always has on her.
Yeah, keeps with her.
Keeps with her be Steelix, Magneton, and Magnemite. Jasmine's the Steel leader. It's the second.
I got that sense from these.
Yeah, that's what I was like. When I heard Steelix, I was like, oh yeah, Jasmine's the.
Well, I mean, Onyx evolves into Steelix, but only if you use something, right?
Yeah, she's not gonna have Onyx. I don't think, anyway. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, here's another stupid, dumb one. So, freebie. If you give Eevee a Water Stone, what will it evolve into?
I don't know, guys. Crap. It's not Vaporeon, is it?
Do you want to hear all the options?
It's
Vaporeon is
Is it just a list of all these
It is.
evolutions?
Espeon, Vaporeon, Umbreon, Jolteon, Flareon.
Sick.
Which one sounds like water, Ricky?
It's
Vapor? Oh.
Espeon, isn't it? Don't try to trick me.
Espeon. It doesn't show me the right
Espeon
answer.
sounds like an ESPN network.
Vaporeon, for sure.
That's the, like, psychic-ish. What do you need to get a Blossom? I should know this just from the game. From
Oh, from
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's a Sunstone.
Gloom and a Sunstone?
Oh, I think they do the actual.
Gloom or Oddish?
Oh, okay. For a Bellossom, it's gonna be Gloom.
Yeah. What legendary dog is the water type?
Suicune. Suicune? I always said
Suicune.
Suicune.
It looks like
Suicune.
Suicune.
Yeah.
I think I did used to pronounce it Suicune, but
And
it's
I
C-U-N-E.
think there was like one show episode where someone pronounced it Suicune or something like that. Oh, I think that's the guy. That's the guy who's looking for Suicune. His name's Ucene. That's what always confused me. It's the worst name ever.
They had to make his name similar to the Pokemon he's looking for, of
Like,
course.
his life's ambitions.
What legendary Pokemon can be found on Faraway Island? Deoxys, Lugia, Lucario, Mew, Latias/Latios.
Oh, fuck.
I think we finally got him, Ricky.
Faraway Island. No, this is from the Emerald version. And there's Rainbow Island, Faraway Island. I want to say Faraway Island. Deoxys. So
It's got an answer for everything. You lost me after question number 2.
I guess that's good. Otherwise, it would be way too easy if we understood what was
It's
happening.
not a bad quiz. I mean, some of the questions are stupid, but so far, I mean,
I mean, it makes sense. They should have some freebies in there. Let's see, how do you get Gorebus? Gorebyss?
Oh, I can't go my Pokedex. I know what this is, but I just can't picture the name of what it is. Like, I just read it off.
So let's see, they're all basically the same options except slightly different. So Clamperl plus a Deep Sea Tooth and a trade, or a Dragon Scale and a trade, or Deep Sea Scale and a trade.
So it's not
So
Dragon
it's basically
Scale.
you're just
Dragon Scale is not one of them.
it's really just asking, do you need Deep Sea
What's the name
Tooth,
again?
Dragon Scale, or Deep Sea Scale?
What's the name again?
Gorebus?
Rebus.
Gorebus?
Which one is that? I want to say that's the Deep Sea Scale. Say that one.
Deep Sea
It's
Scale?
not the Dragon Scale. It's not it. Deep Sea Tooth and Deep Sea Square Scale evolve Clamperl. Can't remember which one it evolves into. I never use a Pokemon. I know one of them's hella cheap though. I think it's the Gorebus one's the cheap one. He's like a Thunder Rock type or something like that, or something weird typing.
Yep, that sounds right. What Pokemon is the hardest to find underwater?
Oh,
Relicanth, Clamperl, or Chinchou?
Relicanth, Clamperl, Chinchou.
Is Chinchou even underwater?
Yeah, Relicanth.
It's weird because you see that on Pokemon Go, and I mean, obviously none of them are underwater.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know if that's an underwater
Well,
Pokemon, but it definitely looks like a fish, has
They
weird
took that out.
antennas.
It's only in one game you go underwater. It's the 3rd gen game. This is Sapphire, Ruby.
Which one did you say was the hardest?
Relic, because that's the one you actually have to fucking catch.
I thought you said.
Clamperl and the other stupid ones pop up all over the place.
Chinchou definitely does on Pokemon Go. I can vouch for that.
Shit, fucking Chinchou.
I wonder if Hook still plays that.
Probably.
I think he got to level 40. What Pokemon from Meteor Falls is a blue Pokemon? Lunatone, Golbat, Solrock, or Bagon?
Oh, Bagon.
Is he a blue Pokemon?
Bagon or Bagon. Yeah, he's a little blue dragon type. But Meteor Falls is also 3rd gen.
You excited for
But these in order.
I don't know.
But it sounded like we had Misty questions, we had Jasmine, 2nd gen, these were 3rd gen.
Oh, maybe it did. I don't know.
These are way easier for me.
Literally, the quiz is just entitled, How Much Do You Know About Pokemon?
Probably not enough.
So, no theme to it. Route 129, I think that's from the... Is that from later? That sounds familiar. What Pokemon can you find on Route 29? Wailord, Lovedisk, Seeking, or Horsey?
Fucking, that's a question for you. Route 29. This is obviously another 3rd gen question.
129.
Route 129. Let's see. I'm assuming that's down here. No, is that this one here? Did you say it's not gonna be Seeking? What were they again?
Wailord, Lovedisk, Seeking, or Horsey?
Let's say Love Disc.
So I don't think
Because
so.
Wailord's a 2nd evolution.
And then your last one's another gimme. What Pokemon is number 151?
Oh my god, is it Mew?
Test results, let's see. Congratulations, you completed the Pokemon quiz. Correct answer, 12 of 15.
I got 3 wrong. Oh, yeah.
On average,
I passed it, guys.
12,000 of users who took the quiz gave 9.59 right. So average, you're well above. Wait a minute, is it gonna show me? Okay, here it is.
So my viewers will be
Let's see. The Pokemon Jasmine keeps with her was not. It was Steelix, Magnemite.
Oh, weird. I just took a guess on that one. Would have been either of those two.
Yeah, it's weird that she'd have 2 unevolved Magnemites,
That
but
makes sense, doesn't it?
the legendary Pokemon of Faraway Island is actually Mew.
Okay. I didn't know that one. I honestly just took a fucking gamble too.
And then
Roll
the route,
dice.
that last Route 129 question, it's Wailord,
It is Wailord? Fuck.
apparently. But you got Mew right.
He had sound reasoning for all
On the second question that had Mew as a possibility. You got it right. No, but yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a lot better. We did a Harry Potter one for my friend, and then we realized they were all like literally Christmas related. Like it was straight off of like the Pottermore website.
Oh,
They have a bunch
okay,
of quizzes.
Yeah.
I mixed 2 together, but one of the ones I had picked, I didn't realize when I was writing them down that they were literally all Christmas present related questions.
Oh my God.
It was like, what did this person give that person for Christmas? Like, holy shit.
Was it a sweater?
There was,
If it was from Molly Weasley, it's a sweater.
yeah, that one was in there, and then it was like, what did Ron give Dobby, which was literally the sweater,
It was his
and
sweater.
a pair of socks. Yeah, he
Yeah,
shrunk it down.
Actually, yeah, I just read those books too.
When we were talking about games there, you were talking about the comics. How much have you read comics? Like, are you way up on the
Wait.
like Marvel? What?
We skipped Detective Pokemon.
Detective
Detective
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Oh, yeah,
I have
we
opinions on those for sure.
Yeah.
So my general opinion about that is that I'm all for it.
I think it looks
because,
entertaining as hell.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
the trailer and I was like, sweet, hell yeah. I don't know why, but I'm down. Like, and that their reasoning was also what I loved was that everyone's like, why? Because there's no reason to make this movie whatsoever. They have no like Detective Pikachu was like a popular game, I guess, like barely. Like
I didn't even realize it was a game.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a game. I didn't know it was out though, honestly. But like, they said if they were to make a story about Ash and Misty and Brock, that there's no way they could do it without pissing everyone off. So they're like, fuck it, let's just make something that's completely just nonsense.
Well, they
It's a good
basically
take. It's a good
reimagined the
take on
entire world.
Yeah, it's blending it into our reality.
I will say,
It's super
the
cool.
one
It
thing
is.
that doesn't
It
make
looks
sense
awesome.
is the fact that like people catch Pokemon to fight still in that world. Yeah, there's Pokemon everywhere.
Yeah,
and no one's trying to catch them.
Yeah, but that's like the thing though, is that because in our reality, if there were Pokemon, they'd be all fucking over the place, and you wouldn't want to catch all of them. You're not gonna be wanting to catch like a million Caterpies and like a million fucking Rattata.
No, that's true. That's true. But there's some really good Pokemon that show up. Well, I guess we haven't seen how the movie.
Well, I mean, like Apom and like Snubbull, and like Mr. Mime and all those things. Those all seem like they belong somewhere. Like in the trailer, like they all have like that Mr. Mime, like they're interrogating.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, so he belongs to something or another of some kind. Because like in the Pokemon world, Pokemon work. Like like they have like a lot of them are like Machokes or movers. Like they help you like when you hire a moving service. It's just a dude with like a bunch of Machokes.
You say they work. They're slaves.
Yeah,
Pokemon are slaves.
Well, yeah, it's just dogfighting, cartoon dogfighting, really.
Like the Lucas brothers mixed with Machoke.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
All right, I just had to squeeze that in.
Yeah.
You got any other topics, Ricky?
No, that was all.
Yeah.
No, that one looks. The more I see that trailer, the more I actually want to.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not one of those where I'm like getting tired of it. I'm like every time I see the trailer, I'm like,
yeah,
it does look good.
Yeah.
It's like it's a confirmation.
Yeah, and then like you see like a new Pokemon on it, and you're like, oh, it doesn't look that bad. Fuck yeah! Like Charizard kind of looks freaky as shit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No, they look crazy. It's an interesting type of
It's
animation.
really good. I love that it's just blending it into like instead of making it like the Pokemon world, it's our world with Pokemon. So everyone's still got fucking iPhones and shit. They're all going about their business, fucking jerking into porn and shit. Like, but there's like a Pikachu looking at your window, like while you're trying to be yourself.
Wait, what trailers did you see? I missed the trailer where someone was jerking off to porn with Pikachu peeking in.
That kid.
That's what the bed joke was for.
Yeah.
Your childhood bed was a Pikachu bed. Never
What?
seen that one?
No,
Yeah,
I missed
never
that
been more
trailer.
creeped out and what's the flatter at the same time?
Yeah, like, because he wanted to be a trainer. He had his, like, ticket to go get his first Pokemon or whatever, but his, like, dad...
Oh, the kid.
Yeah, but his dad went missing or some shit. I think that's the plot.
Yeah, and Pikachu's gonna help him find his dad,
Wow.
and he's supposed to help Pikachu solve something.
Some Pokemon mystery of some kind, because Pikachu's a fucking hardened PI.
I kind of wish they didn't show
So
Mewtwo in the preview. That would have been a cool,
I
like,
think Mewtwo's not that big of a part.
surprise. No, but it would have been a cool
Yeah.
surprise for the,
I think that's why they're showing it, is to get people to see the movie. They're like, oh,
Probably,
Mewtwo,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, the first movie they did was based around Mewtwo.
Yeah,
I saw that in theaters.
They're re-releasing it, and it's a shitty CGI.
Are they really?
Oh yeah, I just saw a trailer for it. It looks terrible. It's exactly
This is why they
a
didn't make
remake
that
of Pokemon first movie, but it's CGI.
I saw it in theaters. It was good.
Oh yeah, same. I still have my Dragonite promo card.
Oh, I don't have any of mine. I gave them to my younger sister. They all got ruined.
That was the younger one. And then my nephews are into Pokemon now, and they have all the cards and shit. So I brought like my mom's like, oh, you should bring your cards over, which I still have like the same binder I've had for like 20 years and shit. So I brought them over, and they're like, cool. I'm like, yeah, but you can't have any. These are all mine. Though.
I'm keeping these.
I'm just showing you.
Yeah, you can look at them, but
Yeah, I got one of my nephews has a ton of cards, but he just collects anything.
well, they wanted me to like they're only like 7 and 5. My brother-in-law was like, oh, you should teach them how to play. I'm like, bro, I don't really understand.
Well, I bought a couple decks when I was living with the chick I told you about who had 2 kids. I bought 2 starter decks
Yeah,
and tried to play with them a little bit.
Yeah.
We did a little bit. It wasn't bad, but
it's a good game. There's just a lot of stupid mechanics and stuff like that. It'd be like trying to teach them Magic the Gathering or something like that.
I hope it's simpler than that. But I've never played Magic the
I
Gathering.
know
so I don't
there's
know.
similar like build-ups. Like it's a similar style of gameplay, but they're like different, obviously, some way or another. But I don't know. I've never played Magic the Gathering, so I don't know.
Yeah, I never did either.
Except all those friends who do.
Then we got some guys, people at work that play Dungeons and Dragons. I got invited. I was like, I'm just not really that interested.
I mean, I played D&D back when I was like a kid and stuff like that. But like, I have like my friends, like they get together and play it all the time. But they're so fucking into it. Like they've got all their characters made, and they're all like talking about like other characters they're making shit. Like, dude, I don't have the fucking like. It's like trying to play a game that like say like Minecraft or like like a sandbox game. I have to be in the right mindset to do that shit because you just have to start out from like bare minimum materials to build castles and shit like that. Like it's just a process.
Well, it's like Minecraft.
Yes.
Not the whole point of Minecraft.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying though. And if I want to get into that, that's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
That's why I never got into games big time. Is never could like stay committed.
Oh yeah.
The time commitment was always too much for me.
I can never play games where I have to like take care of things. So if there's like a farm or like take care of your crops, I'm like, it's not.
Remember you?
You failed your season this year.
You used to always make fucking skate parks.
Oh, Tony Hawk. Not that much, but
No, you always had like, you're like, check out the skate park I made. It's like, I made like a kicker and a rail, and then played the other level, and you're like, I made that, and that.
well, because it'd be over time though. Because like I'd start out where I would just make like I just want to do like a practice on a big set with a big rail, and make a roll in and like a big and then the next time I'd go on, I'd make something else, and then it just slowly evolved. It was always the same skate park. I didn't like make multiple. I just changed stuff, and then like all of a sudden build a bunch of big kickers and like so you could do a bunch of big airs and stuff.
Just put a bunch of bowls to trap people in. Like, dude, check out this sweet skate park. You hit the bowl real quick, man. They get in there, and for some reason you're like stuck in it for whatever reason.
A lot of them I
can't
just played
get
where
out.
ones other people put online.
Yeah, those are fun. Remember the one called Montana that was just a tree in the middle of a huge empty space?
You said that like it was this really cool skate park. And you're like,
Yeah.
it's just
You
flat
don't know
ground.
Montana, bro? It's just
No.
a tree
Montana
and
is just one tree planter.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty
I mean,
cool.
you did always like skating flatland.
Yeah, that's true.
But that was for Skate 3 or Skate 2 or 3 that I did that
Yeah.
because it was better. So it was more fun to go off like big jumps because the tricks were.
Yeah, Skate 2, I just do, what was that, Fun Track or whatever, like all fucking day. Me and my buddy just trying to, like, you get that first fucking gap. That was the only spot in Skate 2 you could double backflip if you hit it right. And so we just keep doing that all fucking day. And do, like, the weirdest double backflip.
Skate was legit. You ever play the new one? I forgot what it was called. Skater XL? I
No.
don't have a PC, so I never got it.
Is it? I know there's another one.
Is that made by the same people as Skate?
No, it was just some dudes
There's
that
like a
it.
crowdfunding.
Oh,
for it or
okay.
something like
Yeah,
that. It's
I
like
know
this
that.
big, like, it's got like crazy cool, like, mechanics to it and stuff like that. I've looked into it for sure.
Yeah, and it's got like the realistic settings because people will just make it wherever they are.
Because, I mean, have you ever watched E3 any year since Skate 3 happened? During it'd be like Bethesda's thing. Everyone's like, Skate 4? Is this Skate 4? When's Skate 4 coming out? Like, literally the whole chat every fucking year. Like, and that's literally the only reason I watch at this point, is just to watch the chat and people just demanding Skate 4 and no one even caring.
Nobody cares.
Not
No.
a single person.
I cannot
in the world
believe
gives a
that.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
So is all your gaming's on PC?
No, I have console and PC, so I like PlayStation,
Switch, probably.
obviously, and then PC.
So is Darren game on PC?
I don't know. I think he's an Xbox guy.
I thought it was just Xbox, right?
Like I was.
He would have been a fun one to have
Yeah.
game with you on your stream. He's got pretty
Halo
funny
comes
comments.
out.
Yeah.
Very dry, like flat comments.
I don't know if they'll let us do cross-platform Halo because when obviously you got.
I know, right? Well, I mean,
Mouse
they
button.
did that with Fortnite, and it was the best because you just shit on kids, and then they made the controls like real easy to do on console, and so those kids start shitting on you, and you're like, fuck. Because like your fingers are moving like this, but you're staying in the point of gaming is like the ideal. Like you want to be able to not move your fingers away from where they are. You want to keep them in the same spot and be able to do everything.
Yeah.
That was like the point of bumper jumper, like on Halo, is that you'd be able to jump with your without moving your fingers from shooting, so you could strafe and shoot and jump at the same time.
That makes sense.
Say like crouching, like say out of the analog sticks,
Yeah,
you click them
click
down.
on it so you don't
To
have to leave. Like so you're constantly moving. That's like the whole point of it. That's why they have those like $200 scuff controllers and shit like that.
Yeah, I never played computer games enough to get good at that whole like
The WASD. Yeah. I'm still like being someone who played like competitive Halo and stuff like that, like on console. It's really hard for me to train my brain. They'll be like, no, you're not. Like you're flat out like playing. Like at this point now, like my keyboard's like up at an angle, so I can like hold it like super weird and my fingers in weird positions and shit. Like because I claw played before too, like on the console. So like my fingers are always like this. It's like these fingers hit your triggers, and these fingers are for your buttons.
Damn.
And like you play like that.
I don't even know how to explain that to people who can't see you. I was like thinking like middle finger back, only the index finger on, thumbs on top.
Yeah. It's a pretty common way, like a thing that like you just kind of like do naturally.
Whatever, even just like a simple thing, like way back in the Tony Hawk like 2, or maybe it was the first one, when Ricky, you put me on to like using the D-pad instead of the stick.
Yeah.
and it actually gives you way more control over like your turning and stuff.
Because back then the stick, it
was so loose.
The dead space was so open, and now you can fix the dead space.
So even just like that adjustment of using that D-pad, like little things like that.
Everyone else wanted to. I didn't even have for my PlayStation, my original. I didn't even have analog controllers.
Oh damn!
Yeah, because you had to buy those separately.
Yeah.
So really? I only had the base just with the D-pads. Yeah.
It was definitely easier back then.
It sucked when games came out that were like analog only, and there was like a few games that you had to have analog games. And when PS2 came out, it was like you got the option to turn it on and off and stuff. And then like games would like.
Oh, that's right. I remember that button. I never knew why that was there.
Because so you could play.
Because I had a PlayStation 2, but I got that like in high school. Yeah. I never owned any PlayStation before that.
Yeah, I got 2 when Kingdom Hearts came out.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I always wanted to get into that, but I always had an Xbox.
And then I had divorced parents, so my mom's house had a PlayStation, and then at my dad's house we had an Xbox. So
sweet.
Yeah, my dad's it was Sega. We play.
Yeah, Sega and Super for me.
Yeah, I had
the original Madden was on there though. Yeah. Sega. That was like the only game my dad played.
Then Sega came out with 6-button controllers, so you could only play. That's bullshit.
On Sega, I played NBA Jam. That was my jam. That's what I played all the time. I remember this one time, like when I first moved up here, I was at this party, and it was with all my friends and my buddies. Just like, he's like, "Hey man, you want to play some NBA Jam?" Because I'm like the new kid or whatever. I'm like, "Yeah, I'd love to play some NBA Jam." We're all like drinking and stuff. He's like, "Don't worry, I'm not pretty good at this game." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure, man." Hands it to me. I'm just fucking crushing him up and down the court. Like every character is on fire. They're just passing back and forth. He's like, "Oh, I think we should get back to the pauses." He's like, "We should get back to the party." And I'm like, "Whatever, bro. I will continue crushing you with this game." I got that on my fucking iPhone, dude. They came out with it on the fucking App Store and shit. It fucking plays great.
NBA Jam on the phone. I've never been able to. I tried a few games where like on the phone you actually have to move people around and shit. It's like I can't do that. Fuck that.
It's hard for that, yeah.
Straight decision-making games, that's
Yeah.
Ricky, our number one fan, a.k.a. your fiance, commented.
Oh, shit. Brad said to put some respect on his name.
Some respect on his name? Yeah. What does that mean?
Because you didn't know he was a GM.
Oh yeah, I never knew he was a GM for a while.
I praise Brad so much.
Oh, no, he's like you and Adam, 5 stars. But,
look, I didn't do a lot of keeping up with the Cedro Woolley Domino staffing after I left. So I didn't know he spent a brief time. Yeah. I feel like I probably knew at one point. Forgot.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I think we hit every besides skateboarding.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like that. In the Olympics, skateboarding in the Olympics.
That's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah, so that's the one that we came up in a different podcast. I wasn't aware that. It's another one of those things I feel like I was aware briefly, but like it wasn't important enough for me to remember.
And then now it's skaters on Instagram to keep up with that shit.
Fucking Nigel.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, of course Nigel's on it, dude.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, I know Jocelyn's on it.
Jocelyn's
Ishad Ward got on it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm pumped about. Ishad and Nigel, dude, it's gonna be fucking sick.
So do you still skate?
Yeah.
So we had our friend Hooper pulled it up. So a few months back, when he was on the podcast, had a few drinks and went and he kickflipped the loading dock at the high school.
First try, didn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, no real runway.
He's in like a year.
He wears like Under Armour freaking high tops. So then a couple weeks ago, he decides he's gonna do the Burlington 8 stair.
He always breaks my brother's board first try.
Goddamn.
And then he took about 30 slams.
I got there right after he had broken the board alling it, and then he slammed hard a bunch of times.
The board was
we kept telling him to just give up and come back another day. Yeah. Maybe start smaller than the 8 stair at Burlington.
No, I got it.
It's the first thing he's trying to do.
He never landed it. His wife's like, I'm so disappointed in you.
I'm not like great at skating or anything. I can ride range pretty good and stuff like that.
Well, that's why I keep telling Ricky. I was like, we're at Ripper age now.
Like
Remember when we were in high school and all the older dudes were just ripping and the board never left their feet? It's that should be us now if we're going to skate.
Yeah. I love just riding. Like,
you got a 6-pack in the car. And you're just riding the bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Just riding.
It'd be like snowboarding. More like snowboarding for me.
That's what I love. Like, so me and Kevin would skate. Kevin doesn't skate since his board got stolen. Yeah, kind of just like killed it for him. But like, we would just we'd always have like our beers in our fucking car. It'd be like always like every 3 seconds rolling back to the cars, just rolling back out. Because there's like you're always at the skate park. And there's like the 2 other skaters there, and then like for whatever reason, someone's kids running around.
Always,
the place, like on like.
That was like all that was there at the Burlington skate park
Yeah.
when we were there. It was like there was like 2 other skaters, and they like left, and no one came, and then it was like 8 kids.
Yeah. No, it's like I went to the Mount Vernon skate park like last summer. On my break.
What is even there now?
It's just like the spine, the fucking like
tabletop.
yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
just the same.
They haven't done
They're
anything?
all
I'm surprised
they're all torn up and shit.
I'll bet. Yeah, that's
the
been like
coping
that
was
since
off
we were in
for a
high
little bit,
school.
And then they put them back. Someone put coping back on it. Like they were like, it was like cardboard at one point. Your wheel would get caught.
And it was so weird that they had like legit vert quarter pipes there.
What did she say?
Of all things, she just called us handsome men. And
Oh.
blew kisses to me.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
Ricky.
Well, you know.
We bonded quite a bit when she was here. But yeah, I always thought it was weird that skate park of all skate parks had like pretty legit vert quarter pipes.
Yeah.
But there was like nothing really to do from them.
Yeah, you couldn't really build up any speed to get to it. You just kind of had to like drop your board. And
Yeah, so people would drop in, but then usually they would slow down before they hit anything, or they would just go over the
Because you had that fucking whatever that bullshit is, little pyramid like
hip
right
thing.
between
Yeah,
the two.
yeah. So people they would just go over that and then just hit the other quarter
And then
pipe.
the tabletop goes one side, and then it goes to like a quarter pipe.
Yeah, and little, like,
Yeah, it's a straight ramp, and
For
then on
me,
the other
it's
side it's
something
a
I hop
kicker.
off of because I can't. Like, I'm going too fast to even go down it. So I'm just like, it's like this big, bro. So you're just like,
Yeah, you like red to flat half the time.
yeah,
Oh yeah. You just I've seen
Just
the other
like-
way at first.
yeah.
Yeah, you could get a good launch off that thing.
Oh, yeah,
I started
for sure.
trying to get some air, do some grabs off it a little bit
Nice.
at the end of the days. I wasn't much of a skater. I didn't like flip tricks. I didn't like the board leaving my feet that much.
I like
That's the
flip
only thing I
tricks. I'm
like.
not good at. Then I go skating with Ricky, and I'm like, shit, I'm really not good at them.
Well, he was good. He was definitely good at technical on flat ground.
It's because I grew up in Clear Lake School, and the only thing I could
Some
do
small
was
drops
flat-
and stuff.
Yeah,
It's like,
flat
dude,
ground.
Adam, check out the sweet hard flip I did over there. Second try, no big deal.
Kickflip, nose slides, straight flips. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I locked into a kickflip nose slide on the Clear Lake bottom step once.
I think it was
things I've
legendary.
done were like pure accident. I got my 180s down.
Nice.
That helps out anything.
Yeah, frontside 180s and pop shove it. That was
Yeah.
my 2 tricks for like down drops.
No, yeah.
Oh, and half cabs. I don't know why. I was good at fakie.
I can 5-0 most copings and
Nice.
things. So
I never got that great at the
That's definitely,
5-0s. A little bit of nose grinds and 5-0s, but I was never really great at popping out of them.
Mm,
It's hard, especially on coping.
that's
Oh, yeah, I never did it on
pretty
coping.
much like all I've
Yeah.
got before.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I did a little bit
Yeah,
on that,
I mean,
that spine.
We're like 27 now. And I
You
guess-
are.
Yeah, you know. The more and more I do it, the more and more my joints and legs won't let me do it. So
Yeah,
it's
wait
fun.
till you're in your
It's fun.
30s
Yeah,
like
exactly,
us.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I mean,
was
I've
in
broken
pain.
the majority of my bones anyway, so like doing stuff like that for me is super fun.
That's
Yeah, I've never broken a bone.
what weed is for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Nowadays, it hurt just watching.
Oh no,
Hooper.
shit, yeah. Just take some CBD. Nice.
There's your fiance watching us. We got another one still on. I think Will B9 too is still on
Oh man.
He commented again
Willie.
on the new stream. Yeah, I wonder why that first one didn't work. That's weird. The audio wasn't working. All I did was end it and start a new one, and it worked fine.
Turn it off and on again, bro.
That's the solution to life, dude.
It's the TI fucking.
Oh, I wonder. It's probably because I
Like
had to
taking
mess
a
with the
nap.
mixer after we started the live stream. I had to
Oh,
change the
yeah,
mode.
yeah.
So I wonder when I changed the mode, it wasn't in the right mode when we first started the live stream. So when I got it to the right one, it probably didn't kick on.
Yeah, some bullshit. Shit like that.
Which I still don't know why it wasn't work. It was working before you got here. We tested it, and
Yeah,
then we
we
didn't
did.
touch anything after that. So
Oh.
I don't know what happened, but that's a pretty common theme here. We've been learning as we go, and it's one of those 2 steps forward, 1 step back
Yeah,
things for
exactly.
sure.
It's like with I do the same thing with my stream. It's everything I do. It's like I'm such a minimalist too, so like it's hard for me to like go out there like either promote myself or like really just like make the stream prettier.
I just can't figure out where to, because like we've done it on Facebook and like haven't got a ton of support from people on Facebook. Although apparently our iTunes subscribers just haven't been getting it.
Yeah.
No one says anything to us because they don't actually listen. But
I mean, of course.
at least if they're subscribed, we don't care. I mean, I said that from the very beginning. It's like we don't care if you listen. We just want you to subscribe. Thank you, Will B92. Just subscribe. He just subscribed to our YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
Only need 987 more to get
Oh,
to
yeah.
1,000.
Yeah, right.
But no, we're gonna have to check out Twitch because that sounds a little more. It sounds better for like our size
That's right.
operation.
I watch a lot of my podcasts on Twitch too. Like I watch like the H3 podcast or like the Your Mom's House podcast, like in Tom Segura and shit like that.
I love Tom Segura. I need to get on that one because his stand up is hilarious.
Oh, his podcast is just, I mean, it's him and his wife just talking.
In fact,
shit. It's great.
One of his Netflix specials was done right here in Seattle.
Oh, awesome.
At the Neptune Theater.
Oh, hell yeah.
Neptune's
Like,
sick.
I recognized it. I was like, I've been there. What the hell?
Yeah, I guess fucking hilarious.
I thought we were on Twitch when we were on Podbean, and then I think there was some. When I tried to go back onto it to change over to like our new RSS feed, it was weird. I was like, I don't think we were actually on there. I was like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, on Twitch.
So I have to look into that.
We'll have to make a new one.
But I definitely would upgrade the camera if
super
we're doing more videos.
Yeah.
We keep talking to people about random things like, oh, we should do a video for that. We should do a video for that, but we don't write anything down. Or
I know people like the whole like video thing. Like, I definitely did like my stream compared to when I have my camera on and off. Is like people would rather stare at your stupid face the whole time.
Yeah, it's easier to put a face to the voice.
Yeah, it's super weird.
I've gotten that comment a couple times. I mean, the whole point of podcast was like something to listen to like in the car.
That's
how I got
right,
into it. But it was listening to a familiar voice like Kevin Smith. It's like what drew me in.
Oh yeah, the Smodcast and shit like that. I love that. Yeah.
So yeah, we got to find more reasons to do videos and even doing them from our phones. I mean, phones are so good. We can stream from Twitch on our phone.
I just got my new phone. The camera's fucking insane. I've taken like 4 pictures since I've gotten it. And they're nuts.
You said you got a new iPhone?
Yeah, I got the new one or whatever.
We're a Google Pixel podcast.
Oh.
Apparently, we can just announce these things and they become like Ricky announcing we're Team Thanos. Podcast.
You never have a rebuttal for it.
I try to go with solidarity, like, and pretend like I was on board, like that I knew ahead of time. Because he'll just post it on Instagram, like Lakers shit. I'm like, God damn it!
I always, wanted to get a new phone, but like I spent like easily over a couple $100 in the whole like Apple store to a point where I'm just like, fuck starting over, like fucking like the Google store, like the Microsoft store.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't switch. I haven't had an iPhone since the iPhone 2.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'm going to switch off iPhone after this. I might get a Google one, but
I like the Pixel. It's got a really good camera,
yeah.
And it's got the wide angle. Like when you're doing the screen, the camera that points toward you, you can actually zoom out.
Oh, cool!
From the standard, so it gets a little wider. It's not
from the beauty shot.
Yeah, it's not as much wider as the commercial made it look.
It did look pretty good.
They have like 8 people in it.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, well, no one was actually holding that phone. Someone was holding it back further.
Yeah,
like. If you're holding it by yourself, you're fitting like 5 people comfortably.
We had 6.
I guess we did have 6. Can't really show, but
it was a night.
What basic white girl these days doesn't have the selfie sticks.
Yeah.
I'm so glad those have gone away.
I actually haven't seen them in a minute.
It's been a long time. My sister got one. I was like, you're out of the family.
My sister had one too. They're like, let's take a bunch of pictures. I was like, how's that any different than like, ooh, people can see the shelf in the back now. Woohoo!
Ricky, we should do for this, we should do those, you know, the pictures that people would do where it's like someone holding someone's hand and clearly the person, and you only see one of the people, but you see whoever's taking the picture's hand.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's dragging them along. We should do those, like, do those with you and me.
We'll do that on the way into.
We're always trying to think of good promo stuff, but we don't do any of it.
Oh,
the problem is most of our video stuff has been sports related, and the majority of the feedback we've gotten, which is pretty much none, but the only feedback we've gotten is really, oh, we just thought you guys talk about sports and we don't care about sports.
Yeah.
So like
a lot of people don't though.
So everyone assumes we still just talk about sports.
I still have like a decent following of people that want to watch me play like Madden or like the show or stuff like that. But it's just so like hard for me to let like do because I have all these like just Pokemon fans and like they will like when I play like Apex, they're like, oh, this isn't like really my type of game, man. I'm just gonna watch you like sit or like playing Pokemon because I'm catching shiny Pokemon right now. That literally consists of you sitting there. It's like watching the screen and waiting. And if no one's talking to you, you're just fucking like,
God damn it.
Fucking having a blast, man. I'm just, woo! But once there's a shit ton of people and they're talking, you're just fucking like rambling off. Like half the times, like I'm not even paying attention to my shit. Like,
well, what you said before that is kind of the same issue we have even with this show, even not talking sports, is we don't have like a very specific.
It's hard.
We don't have a specific topic at all or niche.
It's hard to find. Like definitely, when you're doing like a variety show or like a variety stream, like it's hard to. You have to find those people that are willing to just listen to you, be you, for talk about whatever the fuck you like. I have Will, who's my friend who's in the podcast right now. He's one of my mods on my channel. Honestly, a really good friend of mine as well. But he super supportive of the channel. He's always in there, like
that's awesome.
He'll help keep the chat going and like the other crazy stuff. And like I play a lot of games with him too and stuff like that. So yeah. He's like everyone else in the chat, like they know who he is, and he gets in there and get a lot excited and say things to him. Shit, yeah. Like right now, I have this one guy. I'm just gonna shout him out. His name's Sherbs. He's he'll watch me play whatever game whenever I play. And he always hops in to subscribe to my channel. Like to subscribe to on Twitch, it's a $4.99 like out of pocket subscription. Man. You can, like you get like little emotes and stuff like that I've made.
That's cool.
And like. So he's like, and it's super awesome. And like, I'm just like last night, like I haven't streamed last 2 weeks because like I get like a mood or whatever. And then like, and then I saw this week I was like, fuck it, Monday I'm starting consistent again. Like instead of doing random 1 streams a week, I'm doing all week again. And like get my schedule back on track. And like it's like every time you get that Twitch paycheck, I'm always like, fuck, I need to keep doing this. It's so fun. Goddamn, it's so worth it. But like.
I'm not sure anyone would pay $4.99 a month to listen to us.
You'd be surprised, man.
But it's super
fucking weird.
Well, so wait, so people subscribe to Twitch in general?
No, they subscribe to you.
So each channel would cost.
Yeah. So they're like I'm.
But so we can have it set for free.
No, there's no like they follow you, and then if it's all their choice. Like if they want to subscribe and get like little emotes, they can comment in the chat and stuff like that. Like,
oh, okay.
Mine says "who we" because that's my catchphrase. Like, who way? Like what I do.
That's what my fiance says.
Yeah, because Red Dead Redemption 2, great game. Super.
I've heard nothing but great things about that game.
I love cowboys in general. So like playing that game, like we get like super westerny and like all into like western talk and shit. So like anytime that happens, I just kept saying "who we" so much. I just became a fucking thing. So
we can't even figure out a send off at the end of our shows.
Oh man, what do I usually say like God, what is it? I'm trying like the send off is the hardest thing because like usually on a stream they have like another screen after you stop and it'll be like the stream is now ended and here's like the social medias and all the shit and like the chat can still chat away and usually the streamer will be like kind of like keeping watch like say some stuff in the chat too and stuff like that. And like me, I just fucking cut cold and like later guys. And, like I always try to say something fucking weird to like end it off on. Like it's just awkward as fuck. Like one of those just like pure to like early 2000s like home video send off kind of shit. So I'm always like, God, what is it? It's like as always I'm smoking a pot, so like I fucking love you guys and shit like that. It's like my usual thing. And we just got on a lot, and now it's everyone's like so like. Loving in my chat, so it's like I love you too, man. And everyone's like, I love you, buddy. And I love you guys too. It's just like it's super fun. I love it.
I don't love people. Let's find something different.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Which is weird because I'm such like I'm kind of a dick like in like my normal life, but on my stream I'm so nice to people. Like it's except if I'm playing online games.
You got to welcome to your room.
Well, I want people to watch me.
Yeah.
Like, they give me money and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Will commented saying it's more like a donation with perks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I just don't know if we would stream enough, but it's worth getting on there anyway.
Oh, like I mean, most people like when they just like a lot of people do their podcast like once every like week to 2 weeks, and they do like a stream on there, and people like it.
I definitely, for some reason, I like it better knowing we're like on TV too.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's pretty fun.
People can see me if they want. I can randomly make looks at the camera. I just like to look side eye at it, like. Sexy look.
I was forgetting. I'm looking down. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Ricky sat all low, and I was like laughing. So on here, you could barely see him behind like all the shit on the table. We need to get a spotlight for the stuff on the table.
Oh yeah,
because they kind of blend in.
Because right now we got Durs, Randy Marsh, we got Thanos, of course, and Frank Stanza.
Do we have any other new stuff that came from? Well, the Sonics poster is pretty new. Kobe poster. You got Deadpool up there on the Sonics the Seattle Sonics hat. Green Man's up on the thing now. Is that Dion on the steam whistle?
Steam whistle's a shout out to the Bunt podcast.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But Lori wrote that.
Yeah.
I haven't really contributed anything.
Except for all the,
to the decorations.
No, I don't have to. I love
computer.
That's why I like the green screen aspect of this.
Well, I was going to ask, like, what do you have it show behind you?
Nothing. It blends into the game. So, like, it'll just, like, so it's kind of just, like, me cut out with the...
And then it'll be the game behind you.
The game behind
oh, okay.
So it's just, like, perfectly blended, and I'm just kind of, like, poking out the bottom of the screen. I used to be floating top left, but I like being like, I don't like, it kind of is less immersive to me when I watch it, because I'm just kind of floating there. And then when I put it out at the bottom, it looks more like I'm like
you're sitting.
More into the game instead of like observing the game.
Could you do it like Genie style, where you're like sitting on a cloud?
Yeah, I could do it. There's
Wizard
people
of
like
Oz style
float,
voices and shit.
floating across the top of the screen,
Yeah.
back and forth.
For sure. Kevin has like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog run and deliver his notifications and run across the screen as like notifications are public and shit.
Kevin's G.
Yeah, he's good at that kind of stuff.
So who's Kevin? I don't know
He's
Kevin.
the one that never just.
He's my roommate. I've been with him like 7 years, 8 years, some shit like that. But he got me the job at Domino's. He's like, hey, Rory, driver, come fucking.
Yeah. Good guy.
He's been there for.
He's been there forever. He fucking still works there.
So he's still Domino's?
Still fucking rocking that shit. Yeah, both my roommates are working at Domino's, actually.
Yeah.
God, everyone has. Even Mary worked there back in the day, apparently.
That's crazy.
No, we had a kid who was working with us at Chuck Wagon, and then now it was Domino's.
The reverse. The reverse Adam.
Yeah, right? It's super funny.
All right, well, we definitely have to check out Twitch. It sounds. I mean, obviously more options than YouTube, and especially if you can give people the option to donate and shit. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
man, and because like you can donate at any time, and then once you get the affiliate status, people can start giving you like their fucking bits, which are like 1 cent donations, which kind of help. Like it's like a fun way to donate. Like so, it's like if you get 1 bit, it's literally a penny. And it's not like anything crazy, but it gets people like involved in the chat. Like they have a good. There's a little jar on my screen that fills up like
oh, nice.
as it's going. People are like, "We're filling the jar tonight!" Like it's super fun, yeah. And like, yeah, people give you like fucking like 500 bits is like fucking $5, and like it's like 5,000
Yeah, maybe we can use
bits
that and get people to start. We'll be like new microphone stands.
Yeah, and there's like doing a lot of people do donation goals and stuff like that. And it's just like and like people. Like, I don't ever ask anyone for, like, money or anything anymore. It's just, like, playing games and they do it and stuff like this. Oh, this one guy, like, dropped me, like, $600 one chat. Like, pretty much, like, I upgraded my computer with it. And, like, fucking, I've got a fucking bomb-ass computer.
Damn, I can't imagine anyone doing that for us.
Nope.
It may have been someone I've known for a long time, too, and he may have been really drunk, but
It's legit, so.
either way, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I don't think any of my friends could afford to just throw
Yeah.
$600 at me. I flipped through your Facebook because that's pretty much the only research I ever do.
Yeah,
But
easy enough.
I feel like you got a friend who does, is it Brandon Danielson?
Yeah.
Make some sweet swag,
Oh, yeah, I actually...
shirts and hats and shit.
Yeah,
I was just talking to him the other day
Yeah,
about
it's a real good guy. Great at Washington is his company name. He's great at graphic design. Really good artist. Really like him. Good friend of mine.
Oh yeah, I just clicked on his name. So yeah, his website, designedbyhumans.com.
Yeah, that's like where he sells his stuff on and stuff like that. That's just like one of the.
Whoa, and his
websites
link,
so-
Washington,
Yeah,
instead of Washington?
yeah. That's like his.
I couldn't tell if it was a typo.
No, yeah, that's his little corporate. He wasn't be making me logos. I just don't know where that's at right now. I mean, he gets like.
busy guy.
Yeah,
Seems
exactly.
like
We've had the same issue.
It's
We
like-
need someone to make us a logo.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I bought an iPad Pro so I can, like, try to make my own logos. I'm just fucking, like, I got one that I like that I'm going to use, that I made, that I'm finally, I like this, I'm going to use it, but it's got a shitty background. I don't know how to do backgrounds, too. I got the name, I got the Smoking McPot's down super good. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. And that's as far as I got.
Yeah, we need to find like a program to make our own. So I looked up online like some free programs, but like they're super
Like,
limited on what you can
Say,
do.
GIMP is your best option.
GIMP?
Yeah, GIMP.
Okay. But I couldn't find any that.
It's a free Photoshop. It's everything Photoshop has. It's just free.
shit.
It's like the exact same program.
GIMP. Should write that down. Yeah, because the ones I
GIMP
found.
2, I think, is what the official one's called, something like that. But yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah, because the free ones I found, they were basically like
Those weird, like, have nothing.
clip art
Yeah, yeah,
and.
yeah.
Lori just texted me. She may know someone who can make us a logo. This is a
That's
great thing, and that's why it's so much fun to be live. Even if it's
Yeah.
one person, like we did it for the Seahawks Cowboys
Yeah.
football game, and actually had people that we don't know chat at us.
Yeah, that's the best part.
The other one was a complete dick, but
It's so fun to talk
Oh,
about.
I'm
Yeah.
incredibly popular with moms in the UK.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, moms in the UK fucking, they're like, when they're up, because, you know, I'm streaming when they're, like, waking up and they take care of their kids and shit, like, you know, like 3 in the morning and stuff, so they're like, oh yeah, just watching you feed my kids right now. I'm like, really?
You gotta know your market.
That's crazy.
Even when we're not live and like have people comment on things we said on the podcast, like episodes, or like, ooh, this person need you to say that about them, and I'm like, all right.
I love that's why I love the streaming, is I love the just talking to like that, because most of my friends I make playing video games, like when I play online games.
Well, if
like
you ever
with
want to
Destiny,
do,
I would make friends with people on Destiny just by playing like multiplayer, and someone would be like, me and him, like it'd be me and some
like, oh,
random
you're
guy
actually
just-
trying and you're good. We should like play together more
exactly.
often.
Like message you, like, hey, we should team up. Like, fuck yeah, I have no friends. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I used to get
That's
that
how it
on
is
like
with
Call
it.
of Duty now and again.
Play Killer Instinct. You find a good opponent.
Yeah.
Let's play threes.
But if you ever want to do like an actual podcast, like we're kind of starting a network. Like we are Jared Johnson. So we have this show. Jared Johnson has a show called Rain City Sports. Our network's Northern State Podcasting.
Yeah.
I've got the Game of Thrones one, but that's only going to be 4 more weeks, and that one's done.
I got my skate video podcast.
I was hearing that on the Brad's thing. I'll definitely hop on that one for sure.
Just talking about skate videos.
But yeah, we'd love to have people, because right now we do it on Transistor, so we should probably throw Jared a couple bucks. But like we just that you can have as many podcasts on there as you want.
Oh yeah, cool.
It's just a limit on how many downloads it'll support.
Yeah.
And then if we ever get to that many downloads, then we obviously, hopefully, are getting at least a little bit enough to upgrade.
No, I've thought of doing a podcast, but it's hard for me to like because working full time, and then I stream like every
You just
night.
capture your streams when you put it on our.
I mean, you can always
I
do
mean,
that
yeah,
too.
like that's always a thing and stuff like that. I mean, if you guys want to like partner up and shit like that, I can always like add like a link to my homepage to your guys' podcast and stuff like that. I mean, I'm always willing to do anything to make friends, because I love this type of media and like trying to make this kind of like a thing to do.
Yeah, well, and I mean, that's part of like wanting to do the videos. Like, I definitely want to get, and I know Ricky has like be more creative on like doing more videos of different stuff. Like, I don't think either of us want to be just like, we're just always going to be a interview chat show. Like, we want to just be us. And
I mean, we watch
share
the podcast, and they have like the TV, and they bring up like videos and talk about that and stuff like that too. And there's always like, you can make your own videos.
like after we saw Shazam, we came back and did a 20-minute video,
Yeah.
like talking about it and reviewing it, and
Then
complete nonsense.
if you had like a specific channel, so like your YouTube channel for your podcast, you can upload videos like that on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's what
and
we
then
did.
Your followers will they'll watch that, and then you can all like Twitch will allow you to upload videos on it as well. And, like there's all sorts of like websites that are just like.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I
they
would just
come up,
straight
like-
switch to Twitch from YouTube if it works better. Like,
I mean, I work for Twitch specifically, so I'm not biased or anything.
That's true.
I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. I love like I just don't know like streaming works too much on YouTube, just because I don't watch too much of them.
it's
but,
just
like,
live video. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
straight live video, and then you finish it, and it just becomes a video that's on your channel.
Because I watch a lot of content creators. I watch like PewDiePie and like fucking like H3 and shit like that.
But I mean, we can have them separate, not completely switch, because like I said,
Yeah,
Transistor automatically puts our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Whatever I upload,
yeah,
and that'll be on there with
Which is good,
with the
yeah.
intro, and it'll have our like this video isn't going to have Are We Blowing Up unless we just leave it on while we record that, because we
Yeah.
record it after.
yeah.
So it's like kind of a separate thing. Like, but the video, I've definitely gotten some feedback, a little bit of feedback that like people prefer to see. Like, it's a lot cooler. You can
Yeah.
see the people, especially when they know you.
Definitely when if you're not in the
Or if they don't know the guest. If they know you,
yeah,
but not
that's
the
true.
guest.
Yeah,
So no, we're definitely looking at different things. Like I said, if you ever want to do like even just like a 30-minute podcast on like gaming, like
oh yeah, like a review or something like that.
whatever. Like I
You
said,
and
we
Jamie
have.
and fuck Kevin, get
Yeah.
Like get them to do anything.
get the boys.
Get the boys.
Boys back in town.
I don't know, any other topics you guys want to throw out there before we wrap this one up?
Oh man.
Anything going on in the world you want to? I always try to give people the opportunity to talk politics or religion here. So far, the only one who's taken that up is me. Actually, no, we got Christine talking Trump for a little bit. That was fun.
Oh man.
Talking Trump.
Let's see.
Or things you want to plug. Make sure
So-
people know how to find your Twitch channel.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can do like a plug. Yeah, so Smoking McPot 7 at Twitch TV. So Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Smoking McPot 7. Super simple.
You'll
like,
have to send me that so I can include that in like the description and
Oh
shit.
yeah, for sure. And like all one word, Smoky McPots and then 7. Like
Just
On Twitter.
SMOK.
yeah,
Wow.
Twitter, Smoking McPot 7, Instagram, Smoking McPot 7. Those are my streaming social medias. I have a Facebook, but that's a little personal.
Well, I noticed, yeah, you don't post.
Yeah, I don't
Because
really.
like Ricky gave me your name, so I just searched you, and like there was nothing even on there about streaming. Like I was like, okay, so this is clearly just like you leave it separate.
I honestly don't put anything on Facebook like at all. Like update pictures, make sure people know I'm not like a crackhead or some shit. That's about it. Let the single ladies out there know I'm alive.
Boom, you get Smoky Mick, and you come right up.
Sweet, I'm getting there. Yeah, I just got to 308 followers last night, which to me is absolutely insane, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I remember when I first followed you, barely 100.
Yeah.
On Instagram?
On Instagram, I'm at 100, and
okay.
Yeah, on Twitch, I'm saying I'm at 308.
I was like, I'm doing
Really
bearer of bad news here, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
no,
down to 107.
Oh, really?
No, on Twitter. I mean, Instagram.
Yeah, Twitter, I got nothing.
On Instagram, you are.
Twitter's the hardest
It's
one.
like
Instagram, I had like 101.
Not
last
Twitch.
time I checked.
I haven't gone on
Yeah,
Twitch.
Twitch, I had last night. I got a couple more followers. I probably
Are we racing to Adam from the?
No, I already follow him on Twitch.
No, I mean on Instagram. All right, followed you on my account and the podcast account.
Word.
I gotta download Twitch.
I
don't
have
have
promoted
it.
this stream a few times on my Instagram already, but usually I just tell people like, that's my like, if you're on the stream and you want to like peer into my life, like my Instagram's like how to like see what I do other than just play video games all day. Which a lot of them are still like a lot of like I have a couple pictures of me with the green screen in the back and like
Nice.
F1 promoting when Smash came out and stuff like that.
BTS.
But yeah, those are my socials, and then I do have a Discord server, but that's like a whole thing. Come into the stream and I'll give it to you.
There you
I've used that for a few different like game things that people have used it for, but I haven't used it much. Oh, we did it for Pokemon Go was the big one. So
I probably have like a total of like 15 of my followers on my Discord right now. So I don't like it's not completely set up, so I'm not like promoting it enough. But the people I like that I know that are gonna like troll the channel, I'll let in there. They just post stuff about their channel. They post shit about like games they're playing. A lot of them post Pokemon pictures and shit, or like weed pictures on Swimming Pods. So I get that shit constantly.
Well, yeah.
People are like, dude, you actually smoke weed? And like, my favorite parts is like when I'm in the middle of hitting something, and I'll be like, no.
I just like
It's
to
the best though. Some nonsense, but I get a great thrill out of it. But someone told me on the stream last night that like if you're in a legal state, you can smoke weed on the stream. But I don't think that. Last time I checked, Twitch's terms of service is what it's federally illegal. It's not allowed on stream.
Yeah,
So
I see that.
I black out my mic or my camera. I have a button. Camera's gone.
Yeah.
Camera's back. Like simple as that. But in Canada, you can. It's federally legal in Canada. You can smoke as much weed on stream as you want.
that's so weird. Yeah.
I mean, I get it though.
Ooh, Will said if we get on Twitch, he'd watch a lot.
Yeah, see,
He says he said he's on Twitch way too much.
Yeah, he's on constantly, man. He loves that shit.
Well, let's try that one. I think, and honestly, I think we just never got on the bandwagon with that because we weren't really gaming. But I think
Well,
that's
a lot of people.
where most people.
One of the more popular channels is just chatting, and it's just no games. People like when I do just chatting, I had one where I just had naked mole rat Google search images on it, so it just looked like a bunch of dicks, and like it was just like I had hella people watching. I did a stream where I had this old computer. I was bored. It was like a computer from like 2004. I was like, I'm gonna take this apart live on stream. I just pointed my camera down on my lap. And then
Screech.
my bad, yeah, that died a little bit. And then I just sat there, and hella people were just like, "Oh yeah, I had a computer like that." Blah blah blah. And switch it, like I was like, "Dude, there's a Blu-ray player in here and shit." Like, it's crazy. I was like, "Man, do you think I could put these parts in my computer?"
No.
So, well, there was a capture card in this old computer, so I was gonna try to jerry-rig it up to my computer. So I'm trying to do that though.
Nice.
Can't live stream that though, because my computer's gonna have to be off to, try to hook up something electrical.
Oh yeah, you can't live stream yourself trying to install it.
Something on your computer. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could from my phone, I guess.
Oh yeah, I mean one time we heard Jared, like I said, he was with us and he set up his phone, so he was actually live on his phone and we had the camera going. So like, because he has a stand for his phone.
Yeah, we have like a little tripod that fits a phone we used to use when we would film skate videos with our phones. Because Kevin had the little like
Yeah, the
fish eye.
He got a couple of good clips of
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, we were phones weren't that good, and we were
No,
Yeah.
we had
in
the,
high school and just after high school.
the box camcorder that you had to put over your shoulder.
I had the Panasonic. I got
Yeah, you had the
later
legit one.
when I was working at Sears because it was like they had it there for like on clearance, whatever. I think it wasn't bad. And I had to get a charger for the car because the battery would last like 2 hours. But yeah, no, man. Thanks for coming on.
It was a good time.
I wish we should throw in check out our Instagram and YouTube if you see this. Just hit subscribe. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I will be after
Why
this
fucking not?
whole thing ends.
and look for us on Twitch. I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
you guys need any help? I mean, like, me, Kevin, are always able to help out that kind of stuff.
No, and we definitely look into doing like joint stuff, like mix it up. Like,
And then I could like always do like we could do like a collaboration podcast / live stream, so we could like
yeah, honestly, we would probably sit and fucking watch you guys play while you're
and
streaming.
you can
Just-
like narrate, or like we can bring like a N64 into the mix or
Oh,
an old
shit.
TV or something.
That'd be fun to do like old school Mario Kart
Yeah,
live stream us playing that.
just like some silly bullshit. So I've been trying to get people to do because I want to do like. Because I have like with other streamers mostly, like obviously I'm trying to be like, hey, let's do like dual streams and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, for sure, man. But I have the weirdest fucking streaming hours, man.
Yeah, it'd be tough for me now. Like it is.
But I can schedule things. Obviously, like I'm off today, like so like I'm awake.
It's pretty easy.
I would just have to take a nap.
Yesterday.
I'd definitely have to take a nap to be able to stay up that late with you. But
Yeah.
problem is a lot of stuff we want to like videotape us watching is
Yeah.
stuff that we can't put like to where they can see it too.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like copyrighted material.
Oh, exactly.
So we're like,
yeah.
well, we can't like with the Cowboy Seahawks game. It's
Yeah.
like it was literally just us talking while we watched the game.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't see, like we assume they're watching the game too if they're watching a live stream of us watching it, but you never
There's a
know.
market for that because some of the commentators are bullshit.
That's true. Although you guys were not. You guys are just being super anti. You guys were just making shit up to piss me off.
Yes, exactly.
That was no foul. What are you talking about? He grabbed his face mask and turned his head.
It was in the process of tackle.
But yeah, no. Let us know any ideas you have on cross stuff. And we're definitely down.
Sure.
But scheduling is always a pain in the ass.
Oh, of course. Yeah, schedule is the worst thing. Man.
That's why Ricky was texting you yesterday about it. Like he's like, "Oh shit, I'm off tomorrow. You're off tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should try to find somebody so
He
we
was
can
like,
squeeze
dude,
one
let's do
in."
the podcast. And I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to be off today. And then they decided to give me. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do the podcast.
Yeah, we end up probably only doing once every week and a half now. We were doing about every week because I was unemployed in the beginning when we started this. Now I have a job and my schedule's back and forth. There's 4 days one week, 3 the other, and yeah. But yeah,
Work. Yeah, I get 1 day off a week, so like I can usually pick it though. That's my whole thing.
That's
So
nice.
I get like the option to like. Usually it'll be Monday or Tuesday, but if I want, I'll be like, hey, can I just have Thursday off this week? And they're like, yeah, for sure, man. Because I don't want to work when I trying to prep myself for Endgame. You know,
Hell yeah.
it's a big deal.
I know I'm excited. It kind of
Almost
snuck
time.
up on me. I forgot when it was coming out. And then,
It's such a-
well, we recorded it. I thought it was next
This
month.
whole last.
I thought it was like the 20-something of May. And so we recorded a podcast that hasn't come out yet because he wanted it to be episode 24.
Yeah.
And then he mentioned it. He's like, oh, yeah, it's like just under 2 weeks now. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I thought it was next month. So it's even better because I wasn't like counting down.
Me neither. The whole last week flew by.
Because shit, Captain Marvel's still in theaters.
It is actually, yeah.
I was looking at times yesterday, you
Yeah,
know,
it's still in
and Captain
theaters.
Marvel's still there.
Doing good. Yeah, I've got mine for a while. I've got the
There you go.
Endgame. It's got like the April 26th on it.
Nice.
Yeah, so enjoy that. I said, check us out on Instagram. My other podcast, Chaos the Ladder. Check out Jared Johnson's podcast, Rain City Sports. The last episode we hosted.
Damn right.
We were his guest hosts. I was trying to angle toward us doing another one today, but he's going to be back or maybe do one tomorrow because the Seahawks made a big trade. So I was like, I want to do another episode of Rain City Sports, but we'll see if he passes us a question or something. But otherwise, yeah, and then check out Smoky. God, what is it? Smoky
Smoky Pots.
McPots.
Yeah, you
I
ever
wanted to
see
say
Smoky
Blunts.
with
Blunts
Pots
popped in my
stuff?
head.
Yeah, you ever watched Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah. Long.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's their names when they order like pizzas and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
that'll be a fun one to rewatch.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
That movie's hilarious. I love that movie.
Yeah, check out Smoking Pots 7 all over the place, Twitch
All
and
over
stuff.
the place.
And we'll let you know when we're on Twitch.
I try to stream every night, so check it out.
And peace.
Hey.
I will.